to where you're going to possibly live stream you eating at a restaurant? Are you Of course he's insane. Of course he's insane. Why am I even fucking saying that?
Just sitting there like at a certain angle or perspective, trying the food, posing or doing...
He sounds like a QVC host where they're trying to hype something up that's so mundane. Oh my God, this is amazing. No, it's not. It's not amazing at all.
An intro to, maybe you're outside the restaurant and you're doing an intro right in front of the front doors. So you can use this tripod to set up, and the thing gets so tall, just to show you, watch this. It's on the floor.
You also realize if you don't get permission, a lot of those places won't want you to film, right? Maybe I'm wrong about that, but as far as I know, I am not. Yeah, no, this thing is cooked. God damn it, I like needed this suit too. Ugh. Yeah, excellent no-name brand product. Oh well.
Right now, and look how tall it is. It's above me. So it actually goes to about, like, I think it's like 5 feet or something crazy like that when you fully extend it. It's pretty darn awesome. Okay, so this thing is incredibly versatile with what it can do. And as you can see, it's very easily collapsible. It's very easily foldable, very easily usable, and very maneuverable. It's a great device. And by the way, it was like 30 bucks. Okay? So, number one, it was a tech test of that. Would this thing work, right? When hooked up with my phone, what would it look like? What would it sound like? Now, wait a minute. That's right, because you might say, if you're going to film when you're out and about, and you're going to do stuff like that, how would you capture the audio?
That's why.
Because obviously there's a speaker somewhere in your phone.
At Darce 2019 donated $4.99 through Super Chat.
Oh, wow,
Someone
really?
took out a billboard memorializing Adam the Woo.
I don't know what's going on with this thing, man. It is what it is. And obviously, as you see, Lost in Gaming, yeah, I have terrible luck with tech, and I am fucking anal with it. This thing is fine. I don't know. I don't know what the hell. I mean, obviously the phone is fine.
But it's probably like down here at the bottom. If your phone is out here as you're doing selfie filming, how is it going to catch your voice? That's a perfectly valid thing to ask. Because in general, most people who do stuff out and about do not use the phone microphone. It just wouldn't pick you up, or if it did, there'd be insane amounts of environmental noise and it just wouldn't sound good. And so, what most people do is they use some kind of a microphone.
He thinks this is the biggest fucking deal in the world. He thinks that this is the biggest fucking... Yes, Phil, you have a wireless microphone. Let me see, is there an update? Let's see if there's an update. Sometimes that happens.
Enter the Rode Micro wireless microphones. This is a set of microphones, not just one, that wireless, well, not wirelessly, but they charge via USB in this charger case.
I don't think there's any... Every time an iPhone acts weird, there's an update. A 10 gigabyte update? What the fuck? Updated now. What in the fucking Windows-sized update is this shit? I knew it. Whenever an iPhone acts weird, check if there's an update. I've had on numerous iPhones where, like, all of a sudden Face ID is not working. I'm like, what did my phone just fail? What the hell's going on? What did the Face ID sensor fucking take a shit? I'm like, wait, let me check. There was an update. As soon as I download the update and install it, everything works fine. If there's a feature on your phone that's acting weird or not working, and if you have an iOS device, at least I should say, I don't know about Android, check to see if there's an update. I would say 99% of the time there is. See, I just taught you something. There you go.
There they are. They're actually magnetic, so they snap into place in the case.
Oh my god, they all do this, Phil. They all fucking do this. They all fucking do this. Dude, 10 gigabytes. I knew it though. I'm like, wait a second. That, like, this... I just keep this thing on my desk. I never dropped it. I keep it charged so the battery doesn't take a shit in because I know it's a cheap Chinese fucking screen that I got off Amazon. So I take care of it. I keep it. I even made a makeshift case for it for I don't know where the hell I got this from. That I keep this like this, and it comes with like remember the thing he made? Oh my god, it has Bluetooth, so you can actually start your camera. And I keep this in there because it came with this on the other side. I'm like, there's no possible way unless the hardware itself failed because it's crap, even though it does work well. That something happened to this. Let me check if there's an update. Ta-da! Now let's see. After the update, let's see if it actually solves it. It should, though. It always does.
Charge, and all you do, it's just a little wireless microphone that you just take off as if you have like a pin or whatever, and you can attach it to whatever it is that you're currently wearing, like so.
Yes, Phil, and it has a USB-C receiver that you plug into the USB port of your iPhone and or Android device, and it records the audio. A lot of times you don't even need to go into the app. It just works.
And now you have a portable microphone that's attached to you, and this thing comes with great software that actually uses noise isolation technology to cut out environmental noise, and it sounds as if you're talking directly into a studio mic, just like this. So for example, if you didn't see it yet, go check out the video I made on Christmas and listen to my voice. It sounds beautiful. It's like crisp, clear.
It sounds like when I have the more aggressive noise cancellation setting. It's fine, but it sounds processed. I literally can prove it, so I'm not just hating. Listen.
This morning, had an amazing breakfast. I'm going to be back on Saturday morning to tell you all about this on the Level 1 podcast.
You use this setting when you're like in a windy area. You should actually, I keep my dead cats on here. Yes, these are literally called dead cats. This is the DJI one. So you put the dead cat on, you put on the more aggressive noise suppression, and it gets rid of background noise. That's what you're hearing. That doesn't sound clean and crisp. It sounds overly processed.
You might be saying, what the heck is this video? Well, this is kind of weird. Well, yeah, it is weird because I wasn't planning on doing this today, but I just so happened to find myself with a little bit of extra time to mess around as my wife...
Yeah, that looks like a Samsung front-facing camera. Very aggressive digital image stabilization. One of the reasons why I still stick with iPhones for filming and stills.
...is getting ready for the rest of today. And as that's happening, I said, I'm going to try some of my new equipment. So, as you can see, this is a little bit of a different perspective, isn't it? And
God, he thinks that he has figured out the secret to immortality, man, with how cocky his face is.
And doesn't have any...
You can't, dude, the audio here sounds so much better. And the thing is, dude, phones probably is S25 Ultra too. God, that is a massive update. The mic is good right in it. Unless you're... What are you going to sit there and mic you and your wife while you're eating with your giant fucking selfie tripod hybrid straight out of 2014 filming yourself? And he's going to be a dumbass and not ask the restaurant. He's going to get kicked out. All right, you know what, Phil? I condone. I always see everyone talking about this guy, and I have no idea who Nova Online is. You know what, Phil? Do this, though. I can't wait. Very excited.
environmental noise at all, despite the fact that I had 2 fans going on in the room. And that's because the microphone is actually built for on-the-go vlogging and talking while you're filming with a phone
So, bro, what is this?
like this. It actually works because it has a USB-C adapter.
Which, yeah, these are pretty cool. I mean, they're not new. I mean, wireless lapel mics have been a thing forever, but the ones they're doing now where you put them in a USB port, the receiver in your phone, they're cool. But the way he's describing this stuff is unreal.
And all you do is you plug it into the bottom of your phone like so.
Like, he's explaining this like to boomers, like he's on QVC.
This activates the device and allows it to sync with your phone. And actually, it works with not one, but two.
Knowing how insecure he is, too, I think that the reason why he's flexing this, like, see, I could actually handle technology. Oh, a large brony who's probably a child predator. All right, great stuff. Just another day on the internet. Jesus Christ. All right, we'll have to go down that rabbit hole someday. We are going to do, I'm thinking, like I said, Legos Thursday. It's so weird saying that at 44. But the Lego Game Boy, I think that's worthy and iconic. Thursday. Tourette's Guy remastered. I'm thinking Friday.
Two at once. So 2 different people.
So yes, this is also Phil, like I said. He's also flexing that he knows how to work some technology. Even though, to be quite frank with you, my kids, Phil, you literally plug in. You have to download the app. You don't even have to, actually. You plug it in. You put this in one hole. You put this on your shirt. It works. It's amazing. But I think that's what he's doing here. See, I do know about technology. 10 years too late, but I do know about it. Right, do, Mama?
Can be talking and having their voice recorded into the same video at the same time. It also works at a great distance for them to understand. You can be like at the other side of the house and these things still work. So that's pretty darn cool, right? So at this point, all right, I think obviously you're kind of getting the idea here is that I want to make some different kinds of content in 2026. I just don't want to be only confined to this office. If I have ideas.
You were just talking fairly recently about how you can't leave this office because of the detractors. Please tell me you explain that here and don't just pretend you didn't just have a 5-hour like soliloquy about this.
Is it something that I want to do? Want to go out and about? Maybe I want to do some reviews. Maybe I want to walk through certain places and document it. I used to go places, man. I used to have a little handy cam thing that I would walk around with and record. I haven't.
So listen, man, there's a reason I'm called Rich Tomorrow. But that is like a complete, I guess you could say I was doing it because debating making the ASMR channel politics. I'm not doing that. So touche. But this, you were like a borderline attacking people verbally for like asking you to do shit like this. I can't do anything. I can't even leave this room because everyone's tracking everything me and my family do. Now you're ready to go scuba diving naked with the selfie stick.
Had that in a million years, but now I have much better technology. Okay? So the tech test, I would argue, was very successful.
You filmed a video with your front-facing camera and you plugged the receiver into. But no, you can install that damn update now. This shit better not make my. I think that, at least that I've noticed, that is the biggest iOS update. It better not fuck anything up that I've ever seen. New year, new quantum. Oh no. What has he been up to, dude? I won't check now, but
If you take a look at the visuals, if you listen to the audio, it all looked and sounded good. However, it's not perfect yet. Okay? Allow me to explain.
yeah. Come on, Bill Gates, tell me.
So, I used that tech test opportunity to test at various different qualities. What you may not be aware is that I didn't film that video once. I filmed it 3 times. I tried it.
Whoa, holy shit, more than one take? No way. Cynema, you may be joking, but Oh yeah, remember those drones that there was the whole conspiracy? There weren't a conspiracy; they were all over. Where you saw them all over right after Trump got elected. I'm pretty sure that was Palantir.
With 3 different qualities, because my phone does 3 different qualities. It does 720p.
So I got to look into Adam who was. I've heard things in passing.
1080p, and 4K. The 720p looked fine and actually recorded the smoothest, but it's 720p and no one really watches 720p video anymore.
The fuck are you, dude? You have a Samsung Galaxy Ultra, S25 Ultra. I mean, right?
So the video that you
Let's say allegedly Palantir. I did hear that from hearsay. Let's look that up. The drone sightings in 2024. Palantir. You're not going to get anything because fucking Google literally is in fucking Trump's pocket. So even if it was,
saw was actually 1080p quality, which the phone considers middle quality, full HD.
oh my god, he's literally sounds like a dude who's like 70 at Best Buy, who's like 15 years late. Bill, you have an S25 Ultra. Just you could do, I believe, 4K 60 on there. What are you doing?
And I recorded it at the 60 frame per second quality, okay? But you may notice if you actually watch that video from Christmas, it's not 60 frames. Not fully anyway. There are times when it's 60 frames, but there are times when it's all the way down to 30 frames. Sadly, this phone, which is outdated, it's about 2.5 to 3 years old at this point, okay?
Which phone is it? That's Steven. Dude, 3 years old is not that bad. Dude, I had my iPhone 15 Pro Max until I actually kept the phone for a couple of years. I was shocked. It's fine. What is that, an S23? Dude, you should have no problems with frame rates on that phone. Frame rates varying when recording video on a phone is like something you would deal with in like 2013. Unless there's extremely low light or so, that's an exception.
Doesn't really do smooth video. Okay, I tried it. Even at 4K resolution, what ends up happening is whenever I move a bit, it pixelates and blurs a bit, and it never truly does 60 frames. So this is basically outdated, but that's because it's about a 3-year-old phone. All right? Truth is, next year I'm due for...
He wants to get a phone. That looks like an S23. That phone is more than capable. And the things that, like, if you really think there's going to be that much of a difference in picture fill or frame rate, I got some bad news for you.
For an upgrade. I've almost paid off this phone. And so when I fully pay it off, likely I'm going to go see what the new offerings are that they have. And I'm probably going to get the latest and greatest model, which probably will have better video quality and the like.
Why? Dude, you're making it like this phone is ancient. Oh my god. His never-ending quest for still making mediocrity, it fascinates me. He's gonna get Steven Spielberg in there with a fucking red camera, and he's still just gonna make this. It's like, he will never understand. It's more about the person than the games. It's more about the person than the camera. At least savory, tangy seasonings is there, though, so everything's good.
But for now, I would say, for now, with this particular...
I mean, you upgrade to so I just don't think it's the phone. He's an idiot. Ah, my phone was updated. Very exciting, maybe. All right, let's see now. Let's try this again.
Phone model, it's pretty good. Like the test video that I did that you saw.
Why aren't you? It's almost like you're hiding the phone, because like I said, his upgrade is free. I don't think he's fishing for money. But it's like that you're just BSing because, dude, even phones that were flagships from like 4+ years ago could handle plenty in terms of video.
Saw was 1080p, supposedly 60 frames, but really
Anything and everything. When the fuck is Phil talking about like technology like this on a daily basis? This is not something Phil does. He's still an idiot, though. Now let's see. Let's see if my hypothesis on an update is correct. And let's see if I can now use screen mirroring on here. Nope. Motherfucker. Well, the update theory didn't work. Oh well.
really wasn't. But man, for the audio quality that I got from the Rode mics and the visual that I got just on a first
We're doing locale next, trust me.
attempt, I thought that was damn good.
I mean, anything and anything. You want to argue other days, sure, I hear you. But this is a new level of caveman for Phil.
At least most people who knew and understood what the tech test was loved it. Others who sat there scratching their heads, why did he make this video? Why is he showing his tech again? You know, it's like, you know, these are the people who knock two rocks together to start a fire to make dinner every day.
Phil, today when I was at Lauren's, I put this phone, used the front-facing camera, and did a test and recorded a video to myself. Hear how the audio sounded, see how the video looked. I didn't have to upload it. I could figure it out myself. Why did you need to upload a video when you could hear and see the video yourself and hear and see how it sounds?
So you can't really make everyone understand what you're going for. I didn't want to be that obvious. I just wanted people to see the video as like a surprise.
Why does it have to be so fucking over, too? You're uploading a video. You wanted to see how things looked and
Give me your
sounded.
mailing
At the
address. I
end.
want to mail you a spoon.
Cucumbers.
Shit out of
Whoa,
my
he's going
fucking
from a different
ass.
perspective. Whoa, it sounds interesting. This is cool. You know? So, there you go. Pretty cool, right? And I
Yeah, it's amazing 2014 tech, though.
had a great time testing this equipment. I was only in here for like maybe 30 minutes doing that. And then I went about my day. So, obviously, the start of something new next year, what will it be? When will it be implemented? I don't know. And to be frank with you, asking me a ton isn't going to help because since I don't know, and as you know, if I were to do anything with this, I would not tell you ahead of time anyway. I would want it always to be a surprise so no one can mess with it. I think you understand what I mean by that. So, we shall see. We shall see what happens and how things go moving forward. But I'm excited to be able to maybe make a new kind of content for you. Okay? I hope that makes sense.
He is so bizarre.
So, good stuff there, folks. That was what
Good stuff there, folks. Wait, my dollar store technology's working, minus the microphones, is amazing, Phil. Blown away by it. Why does he look like this here, and why does he look like this here? Why is he making essentially the same face? The man is insane.
Chad!
Let's get right into the disability.
We talked literally about zero Epstein tonight. Oh, well, I'll make up for it.
By the way, this stuff is so much weaker than the Virginia stuff, so I have to drink way more. I got 2 different streams taken down because of my drinking. Let's go for 3!
Should they get your channel shut down?
Boogie, we have 2 hours. You
Or did just Keemstar take him down and pull the plug? Then that's different.
cannot drink because you shut down when you drink.
No.
No.
No, just leave it.
Oh God.
Kane, we drinking?
I can't drink. I put it.
Always remember, and I'm going to bring it up every time until people get sick of it, which you may already be sick of it, but I don't care. These are the people that made it like I was a heroin addict for taking edibles. And now this fat fuck is sitting there drinking fucking moonshine. Let that sink in. Drinking, yeah, not even weed bad drinking, okay. Fucking drinking essentially paint thinner. I can't, man. I fucking hate people. I really do.
Behind a paywall. Not even here,
The
but I'm here.
moonshine will guide
Hypocrisy just fucking infuriates me.
the show. The moonshine will guide the show. I'll drink to that.
Bergen out in chat. DSP star, DSP star, DSP star. I put it behind a paywall. DSP star reporting for duty. Don't do it. Oh God. Boogie fine.
Art, you use Arch Linux ABO? I'm going to actually use Bazite in another little mini PC. I feel like trying Bazite.
Okay, Daddy, can I get my microphone? Daddy.
I wanted to be a little gay.
No.
Okay, stop.
Give me your balls in my.
Like, how is this sustainable? Like, what are you going to do for show, dude? Just destroy your whole room to keep people tuning in? Of course he is. Like, just going to take a bulldozer to your old fucking house at this point. Hey, guys, you going to give super chats?
Mouse scooter.
Hey guys, Lebrowski here, coming in again with another video. Gamers Boogie2988 has done it again. It seems that using his poor dying dog for content and getting drunk and saying a bunch of slurs live on YouTube wasn't enough for this guy. Why? Well, because once again, Boogie had a total meltdown, and all of this because his stupid ass got drunk with moonshine, and it resulted in him making an absolute mess of his house that the future mother of my children had to clean all by herself because Boogie is as helpful as a fucking stone is. So it all started in this one stream where Keemstar was on, and then he realized that hanging out with Boogie and Booster is really a taxing experience, so he really wanted to get wasted.
No killing myself or killing others. No jism.
What?
No. And can somebody please drop a 50 bomb? I am so thirsty.
Doesn't Bazite Panagello have all the drivers built in? I think that was one of the things about it, was the ease of use, and essentially is like a more robust version of SteamOS. That's one thing I like about it, dude. So long as your device can accept SteamOS and the hardware is compatible, you just install it and it's just autopilot. SteamOS drivers, autopilot. Don't have to think about any of this. Oh, there's an update. Everything's installed. And the updates are fast as fuck. I know there's benefits to Bazite. I'm not saying that Bazite isn't superior, but there's one thing nice I'm saying about SteamOS. If you get it installed properly, everything else is just smooth fucking sailing.
And I will get wasted on this show tonight.
And I mean, the guy was getting real desperate to—
God, I'll never let it go. It annoys me. They had no problem fucking throw me under the bus for that, for the show, and because he had a personal axe to grind. And they sit there like fucking sloppy drunks all the time.
At Tron Trollington 3693 donated $6 and 50 cents through Super Chat. Dad, get the spear, there's a minotaur ringing our doorbell.
I need my axe!
And that kind of works too.
drink on camera to the point that he would even start singing about it. Terribly, by the way.
Already shaved off part of it, so when Dono came,
oh no, oh no.
I mean, I tried to salvage it, and I'm trying to make it as worse looking as possible on the bottom.
I need a drink.
I'll try it. Pop OS? What the fuck, man? They're free distros. You know, it's not like, oh, I gotta buy another Linux distro. Oh, wait, I don't.
And I think of Lolcow Live. All I see is crying.
I'm drinking with you tonight, by the way, and I am going to tweet it tonight.
Crying and complaining and quitting and running away. Every host we've had on the show is super fucking gay.
You talk over the
Cringe. But you know what's even more cringe? The fact that this drunk motherfucker put getting drunk on a stream behind a fucking paywall.
Okay, that was funny. Dingy. I'll take a shot. Kane, we drinking?
I can't drink. I put it behind a.
Yeah, I put this. Sorry, it was just driving me insane. Now I'm done, I swear. Put this on the same network as my computer. Screen mirroring works just fine. So Lost in Gaming, congratulations. Tech just disintegrating in my hands, even though I take care of it. It's still consistent. This thing's cooked. I'm going to try it on my iPad later. Not now. I'm not going to see if it connects there. Maybe there's just some kind of incompatibility thing, but nope. Screen mirroring works perfectly fine with my Reflector 4 software that's in my computer, so long as they're on the same network. Okay, great. So something I need on a... Yeah, it's very important. It's now a doorstop. Great.
Paywall. I know I shouldn't have done this, but
Didn't
I was
he just pay?
I'm pissed, Lost in Gaming. This is very useful. What it does is so you could use your better cameras on your phone. You could see what this camera's doing. But it's dead. I thought, you know what was one thing I noticed though? Is that sometimes it would get weird in the video, like it would like kind of get laggy and all of a sudden it would like lag behind. Maybe that was it failing. Anyway, back to 3 annoying men.
Huh?
Didn't he just pay?
No, I said a 50 bomb. I f***ed up.
Oh,
Have you tried reviewing it? I will get on that, Richie.
that was 50 bucks. I got you covered. By the way, this stuff is so much weaker than the Virginia stuff, so I have to drink way more.
Well, Boogie, we have 2 hours. You cannot drink because you shut down when you drink.
No.
So just for you guys to get an idea of how incredibly greedy Keemstar really is, my mans wanted people to drop $250 worth of gifted members.
Well, no, it's the screen mirroring's working fine because the software I have, Reflector 4, works with Android or iOS, so it has nothing to do with the Reflector software. It has nothing to do with the screen mirroring software on the phone. It's just this device just took a shit. Maybe it didn't. Like I said, I'll try it on my iPad later.
Memberships in order for him to drink fucking alcohol. Like, am I missing something over here? Isn't that like possibly the worst way to spend $250 of all fucking time? Anyway, so I happened to catch the shit live, and because some dumbass from their community must have actually gifted a bunch of memberships.
Honestly, if it is dead, the front-facing camera on here, yes, it's not as good as this one, but it's so fucking good that, you know.
At some point, I ended up.
Let's put it this way. You would never see one of my videos on YouTube if I use my iPhone, be like, oh man, he's using the front-facing camera as opposed to the rear one. No, you would be like, all right, who cares? There was a time that wasn't the case where the front-facing camera was such a delta. It was like you could film like 720p in the front, you know?
Up getting a free membership myself, so of course I did what anyone with a functional brain would do, which is roasting the hell out of Keemstar for being the humongous e-beggar that he is, and the dumb gnome actually took notice of that.
Yeah, there's people.
Yeah, that's something I never do. The only thing I ever e-beg for is maybe if I want someone to sub to the ASMR channel, which sub to the ASMR channel, I'm going to be putting up new content there. But that's free. This motherfucker is a millionaire, and he's like, hey, I'm putting my drinking behind a paywall. He literally says that here. Watch.
The chat roasted me that I put the drinking behind a paywall, but I did. So now I did, though.
I was so fucking, I don't know if you're paying attention last night, Kim. I got 2 different streams taken down because of my drinking. Let's go for 3! I got rewind and live taken down.
23 super chatted $20. Christ, I guess we are all retarded, guys.
We all are.
Yeah, well.
I'll drink to that.
Bergen out in chat. DSP star, DSP star, DSP star. He's fucking losing his mind.
Anything and everything. I'm gonna push back on you with he's taking advantage of Boogie. Boogie's a grown ass man. But here's the thing: he's also is taking advantage of him because Boogie's desperate. He can't go back to his own channel and make money. That's over. But Boogie's also a grown ass man. No one's putting that alcohol down his throat. Maybe Keemstar put his cock down Boogie's throat.
Ocean water.
And he's fucking Twitter fingering like a mother.
That guy's
right
gay.
now.
And I mean, am I wrong, chat? Isn't putting drinking behind a paywall something that DSP would do? And the funniest thing is that
Isn't he asking like $250 too? That's insanity. How many times did I say you could pay me, I'd take a shot? Oh wait, never. Even when I was taking edibles, when did I ever say, "Hey guys, I will pop another edible if you give me $50 or what?" Never fucking once. Never once. Never once. Never once. Literally never once. If I did drink on stream, which has been like twice. I think once was with intro guy here. I didn't make people send me money for it. I just drank.
probably this dude was already
Dude, I don't know, man. Boogie's just like, he just keeps going like a fucking Energizer bunny with big flabby pancake tits. Billy's big, dude. He's big.
fucking drunk because he forgot his own stupid rule of not saying my name and he just went and said it. What a fucking fool. Anyway, here's Keemstar once again being delusional.
Yeah, like these motherfuckers, man. Oh, you're rich is taking edibles. Oh, by the way, I'm gonna drink moonshine for money. Oh, really? That's good. Go find what I did that.
About his alcohol consumption and thinking his liver is not absolutely cooked by now.
If I drink enough, my kidneys can fail to, well...
Liver, not kidneys.
You know what, Boogie?
Yeah.
It would be your liver, not your kidneys.
I remember I used to preach about, like, don't do because you could turn into Only Use Me Blade. Literally, I used to say that, and it's true. I mean, he's drinking fucking moonshine, dude. That's insane. Wasn't Phil drinking moonshine? Oh, yeah, he was. Remember he had the jars? It was like blue. Fucking shit, like it looked like it was radioactive. I thought it was gonna light him up. Well, it kind of did.
I'm pretty sure. Or maybe I don't know.
Well, which one are you dying from?
Why does his fucking facial hair look like when Beavis and Butthead were trying to get laid? So they were like, oh, if we had beards, we could get laid. So what they did, they put glue on their face and through the fucking, they cut the hair they cut on their heads on their face looked like they had a beard. That's what Thruster looks like right now. Wait, who's having, no. Don't tell me that DSP's having a massive crash out.
From liver or kidney? Because I would.
Dude, literally, like he has just a patch of mustache here. Blade relapsed recently and showed his mom on stream naked from the waist down. Oh my god. Oh my god. I remember when that guy was just knifing people in Modern Warfare 2, dude. What? Who the fuck is Thruster? What is his name? Booster?
I'm not gonna die from
Yeah,
any of
you've
that.
pickled one of those motherfuckers for sure.
I gotta go. You know what I want to do? I want to go back and watch some Nerd. I'm in the mood to watch some Nerd. I'm not on stream tonight, but I'm just in the mood.
By now, for sure. Which one's pickled?
No.
Yeah, if you ever went to a doctor, they'd let you know. They'd let you know.
If I went to a doctor, they'd say I was in perfect health.
I guarantee. Get an MRI and let me call me. Get an MRI and call me, honey.
I had
Get
an
an
MRI.
You just say, get an MRI and call me, honey.
Call me.
I had an MRI 2 years ago, and they said I was in top tier.
On your
perfect
head or
health.
your...
my entire body because I went to go get stem cells done.
Oh, that's right. Shit, he's right.
I thought you fucking said, I think he says it here, actually. I thought you said you haven't been to the doctor like your entire life. Glad you're enjoying it, Amy.
So let me get this straight. This guy doesn't believe in doctors, but he went to get stem cells done. Where does he think those come from? Does he actually think they grow from trees? Anyway, so after that, some idiot would actually drop $250 for this nerd to start drinking. And once again,
It's insane. And I will keep saying, if I did this shit, they would never let this fucking go. But because it's them, it's okay. He's actually literally said, I can do things to other people because I'm the authoritative figure. Motherfucker, the authoritative figure for who? Yourself? It ain't 20... You may have a big bag, Keem. I'm not taking away from your bag, but motherfucker, it is not 2016 anymore. There is not the people clamoring to get to you like you say. You know that. I know that.
he would name the one YouTuber that has been living rent-free on his head for the past couple of months.
Holy shit.
The camera.
Wait!
Someone has gifted 50 local memberships.
And like even lies about like, all right, so dude, you had a head-to-toe fucking scan just 2 years ago. Don't make it like you never, ever go to a doctor. What is that like pseudo alpha male? I don't need to go to a doctor. I'm just, my testosterone keeps me invincible. Who the fuck is this now? Oh my god. And here these guys are just like fucking spreading their cheeks and getting pounded by Peter Thiel and what was the other fucking guy? Elon Musk. Who's the other dork who has like Sora and shit?
Welcome to bed. Boom. 50.
Oh my god. Oh. I can't listen.
Boom. 50. Boom. 50.
Like, look, I even did the AI where I showed Bob Lavery saying ocean water to a bird. But, like, they make AI, like, the music and shit, like a big focal pointer there. I can't. Listen, large men drinking moonshine live.
Boom. Members, welcome to bed. Boom.
Make sure this makes the new video, Mr. Ski. DSP star reporting for duty.
Let's go.
DSP.
Well, you don't have to ask twice, buddy. Bruh, imagine if Keemstar and DSP would have an e-begathon. Like, wouldn't that be epic? These two motherfuckers are quite literally two of the greatest snake oil merchants of all fucking time. Anyway,
Always remember what he did with Safe Moon, too.
after that, Boogie would once again proceed to make the show about
You guys know I know I've talked about it before. It's probably, especially how late it is, most of you probably have heard what I said.
himself. So he kept drinking from that moonshine of his, and he would progressively get more and
You can't keep track of the people because they have a new person every like 5 minutes. You heard about who they brought on, the Amber Lynn Reed, right? I think I got her name right.
more fucked up.
Somebody was talking.
Yeah, they want to make everything a service. Which I knew was inevitable anyway. I talked about it years ago, but they're like shoehorning it in unnaturally, Sue. They want you to rent everything. Not just your home, but also your computer as well.
Well, we can't let Keem win in no cuck. Keem's got to win the whole thing. Landslide it.
I'm not even here,
The
but I'm here.
moonshine will guide the show. The moonshine will guide the show.
That it's not shocking at all. Okay, can we focus? We got
Let's
people up here.
go with 3.
All right, Stevens. I don't know if you know this, but your camera is sideways. But it's okay.
There you go.
There-
We're good.
What just happened? That freaked the. They have Keemstar doll over here.
Because that's what I think the long play is. Because you don't think that everyone's talking about when the AI, it's not a matter of if, it's a matter of when the AI bubble bursts. So when the AI bubble bursts, oh wow, we have all these AI data centers that are not being used for AI. Oh, you wanted a new computer to edit videos on? You could just rent it from us. Fuck you.
Hey, can I get my tramadol, please?
And I'm so glad that I won. Rad Chick 80. 8131. Welcome to Cash Cow.
Yeah, and this ain't fake. You can tell by how red his cheeks are.
If this gets out to the H3 people,
This is fucking disgusting, actually.
to everyone that voted for me, thank you so much.
What an absolute idiot, dude. So after that, he would start breaking
Yeah, look at his. I mean, he has goth makeup on. Never mind.
shit for no reason. All the while, Keemstar was laughing at him and saying he was just fine, even though the fatty was drunk out of his damn mind.
How much you hit my wall from?
Yeah, just don't rent it easy. So it's going to get to the point where you can't do shit. You could not rent it, but then you could also just, you know, give smoke signals to communicate. What do you think they're trying to do? You think all these companies would go balls deep into this if it was just a bubble? I mean, maybe for short-term games, but I don't think completely, though.
From 1 to 10.
How much do I hate your wall?
10.
Don't
Yo, why are his cheeks so red? I'm almost hoping he did something to make it staged.
do it. Oh, God.
10.
Boogie's fine. He's okay. He's totally fine. He's...
I'd rather stay on the lowest dose that I can of Monjaro. Because I don't want to be reliant on it. I want to have the discipline myself. Like right now, I'm fucking hungry. I'm hungry as fuck. But I'm like, one, I know I'm going to eat on New Year's Eve, so I can enjoy it then. And two, I don't want to be a fat fuck. Yeah, it is, man. I mean, what is the average? I know it's not. I've lost more than what people, significantly more, I think, than what people are supposed to lose. They lose like, what, 20%? Hey, Siri, what's 20% of 389? I should have stopped at 78 pounds if I was an average weight loss from that.
To give up on that doo-doo head. There might be hope, gamers. There might be hope.
To Willie, the fridge, who's been like, he's done the whole
Which still, 80 pounds or 78 pounds is nothing to sneeze at, but I would still be in the 300s at that point. That's not acceptable.
marathon, bro. He's done the gifted. He's done the
shattered $26.64. Boogie, can I get a little dance?
Boogie, they want a little dance from you. And ladies and gentlemen, Josh is here in his bunny suit.
I'm going to break shit.
That's like what Becky used to fucking flat. I don't know if she was on that or something else that was similar to Monjaro. She wouldn't shut the fuck up about it. I'm like, are you sure you're injecting it in yourself? It's like, oh, you know, when I take it, I have to like lay down for like fucking 2 days. I'm like, I've never heard of someone who just, oh yeah, I'm just laying in bed and the weight's melting off me. Obviously, it didn't. Shit. You lost, what, 108 pounds? That's insane. And you were only 258, so that's a lot.
Yeah. What's up, Chief? Did you see Reapers today? We had 1,000 viewers. We need that fucking A circuit shit, man.
Wait, they only have 1,000 viewers? Wish I had that, but for them, that's pretty bad.
We do.
Well, you had 1,000 viewers because, you know, you got redirected.
Well, bro, I did so much to loot. For me to just blow up to where I was before, if not bigger, I was getting close, but luckily I didn't get there. Nah, man. Unacceptable.
From both A circuit, B circuit. But But Josh, look, come on. We see your report card. We know what the report card was.
What today?
Wiping your ass is better. Getting laid is better. It's just, yeah. I mean, listen, food is great. You know, and I always have to have a relationship with it because you always need to nourish yourself or you'll fucking die. But it is nicer to not have as much ass. Literally, it's just the truth.
Yeah, you didn't do much for those 1,000 viewers. And
Good, but usually
stop
you do good.
Boogie, you're making too much noise.
Bruh, I don't know about you, but if I would be a woman, I would 100% not feel comfortable living with this fucking maniac. I mean,
Well, we'll see where we're halfway through. If we get through this video, I could go watch some more memeology.
think about it. If he's willing to destroy the house he went through so much fucking pain to get, and I believe he's actually still paying that shit, what else can he do to other people? Even though probably running a little bit would be.
And when you do have, like I said, I'm going to eat New Year's Eve. When you do have those days where you actually kind of enjoy it more too, because you're not living for the food, you're just enjoying it.
Enough to escape from this bastard.
For the gift you're getting.
Booster, they really crown.
Yo, his cheeks are fucking. And he, not only is maybe it's the lighting, but his cheeks are very red. No lighting can make him look like that. And he looks pale as fuck up here. He doesn't look. He looks awful, like concerning awful. Oh, holy shit! You almost went down 102, Kane. Holy fuck.
And Bully
Boosters, you get us a
Nightmare, they
crown.
did so well. Like whenever you bully Nightmare, it's such good content.
Yeah, perfect examples of that, like Monjero or similar drugs. It's not the end all be all. Wasn't Bookie on him? And maybe he's still on him, and Wings was on him. You could see right through Wings. Well, there's even been a couple times, I won't call him a cheat day because it was just running around. I'm like, all right, I'll have a couple slices of pizza. I look up and I'm still way under like my I'm in a calorie deficit, you know? It's about calories in, calories out. Obviously, you can eat healthier things that are more nutritious for you and vegetables, blah, 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 blah. But end of the day, it's calories in, calories out. Don't believe my fat ass? Go ask someone who you do believe.
I don't know why. It's just funny. It's just funny, bro.
Onion mayor.
It is free content. It really is.
Keemstar, you owe me $29.99 for the skeleton. I broke his leg.
You're breaking everything, bro.
Look at this guy. Look at this guy. Hold on. I have a bit. Can I do my bit? Can I do a bit? I don't want to interrupt.
I hate being that drunk. Wings has to get out of his depression. I can't do that for him. Oh, that was a deep, powerful fart. Holy shit. Why am I farting so much?
Up their show. Can I do a bit?
You can't put him in the wall.
Hold on. I definitely can. Hi, guys.
Yeah, but you see, the thing is, back in the day with holidays, Toxmod, I would have like a cheat month. It wasn't just like, all right, I'll eat on Christmas and I'll eat on New Year's or whatever. It was like, fuck it, December, let's go.
This is me. What's left of Jordy's career. I miss you guys.
Not okay.
Guys, I love you. I'm going to put him in the wall.
Very hilarious stuff. We got our non-stop Sophia Ninja in the chat. Said Keemstar 16.
Like, dude, your legs are literally rotting off. Like, how... I can't picture guzzling moonshine being healthy for you.
People left you tonight.
Oh, you.
They didn't leave me before I won.
Well, once I saw him, like, popping Pringles. Like, dude, don't eat Pringles. Don't.
The soundbite.
Like, I get it, motherfucker. I'm not even on a soapbox like Wings. I was getting loaded grilled cheese burrito from Taco Bell at 2 in the morning. Son, I get it. It's not fucking easy. And it's literally like coming off a drug when you start eating healthy. I understand. But you gotta do it. It sucks. It's not fucking easy, and it's a weird addiction to have because you can't just stop food cold turkey. It's one of the only addictions you can't do that with. And you could. There's other things you shouldn't stop cold turkey too, but like you don't hear someone who is a recovering crack addict going, you know what, I have a good relationship with crack. I just, I have crack cheat days. It's not a thing. Whereas food, because you need it for sustenance, you have this weird dynamic with it forever. So it's weird to be forced to have a dynamic with an addiction that you need, and you constantly have to deal with it. Does it make sense?
Award.
Yeah, bro actually just dropped yet another slur, only that this time it was live. This goes on to show you once again that Keemstar didn't take down the stream the other day because of what Boogie said, but instead he did so because he just made a complete fool out of himself in front of Rastov. Anyway, after that, I guess Desi just didn't give a not no more, so she ended up bringing Boogie the axe and he just kept breaking.
Yeah, smoking, it's another thing. You don't need to have a cigarette for nutrition. And I'm not saying there isn't more severe addictions but food is the weirdest one because you have to deal with it forever. Does that make sense?
Shit.
Okay, so oh god,
This is bad.
Boogie won more awards than me. I'm sad.
Dang.
So Billy the Fridge said, hosts need to stop dropping slurs regularly. It infects the Discord. I'm banned. Not for that.
King!
Okay.
King!
No.
King!
No.
Lust in Gaming, do you have an air fryer? Not necessarily make you like veggies, but there's a higher chance that you may.
Boogie?
No, just leave it.
Oh god.
He's got to act. Oh God.
King, look what I got.
Like, fuck it. Like, I don't know what's
King,
going on.
look what I got.
No. Everybody
Will you buy me new shelves?
no.
Will you buy me new shelves?
Motherfucker.
No.
Will you buy me new shelves?
Stop!
I mean, why, you don't like vegetables, Lust in Gaming? I feel like when people say that, there's like 8 billion vegetables that they haven't tried. It's like the equivalent of saying, oh, I don't like beer. Are you sure? There's like a billion different beers out there.
No.
Chad! Desi, somebody
Boogie.
stop this man!
No.
Actually, Chad do it. Desi stay
Can I
away.
have new shelves?
What a complete moron. And after that, Desi would bring the fatty some food to see if he would sober up, but it didn't really help, and then he was acting really sus.
See, maybe that's what makes eating healthier easier, because I genuinely, even when I'm a fat giant fuck, I like vegetables. I just do.
Towards Desi.
In response, you responded and said that person needs to be on a registry, right? Like that person is a weirdo for targeting kids, and she got mad at you because you needed to apologize for that. I'm so lost. I don't get it.
That's what she said. I still don't. I kind of get what she's saying as well, but at the same
I thought that was Brantley, then I heard an accent.
time, like, I wouldn't be a good
Oh yeah, dude, broccoli slaps. Brussels sprouts. I'm gonna get some Brussels sprouts tomorrow.
friend if I didn't say what I said.
Love Brussels sprouts, which people like, what, are you fucking kidding me? Laura, every time I make them, Lauren bitches. Oh, they smell like farts. Well, listen, I fart in bed, so you're fine.
And what I said in response to that threat was very, like, tame.
Oh, fucking pickle. Pickles are, if you, like, want to just have something down your hole because you're just hungry and you want it, like, pickles have, like, next to no fucking calories in them.
So,
Yeah.
yeah. Your mama, actually speaking on there, where's your camera, bro?
All the mud on my face, bro. And I'ma hide in there like I'm dead. I'ma have my spear. And I'ma get one of them zebras right there. God
Your
damn.
mama's
What is going on?
your mama's gonna be like Predator. He's gonna have traps set up, giant.
I'm going to start, because a lot of times what I'll do, because I know the calories and it's something quick to get that isn't bad for you, I get, like, egg bites from Starbucks, but they're fucking expensive. So I want to make my own.
Logs coming from trees.
I'll put, like, cheddar and jalapeno in them and shit. Ooh, those are going to be real good.
Jimmy almost came to America.
Apology Barra super chatted $20. Yo, Mama not beating the allegations with his first IRL with Keem to make him get naked.
I know, bro.
I'll freeze them too. You can just pop them in the air fryer and you have your own egg bites. Why the fuck? You can tell I'm hungry.
You would ice our golden buns all night.
Oh, you're Desi. Well, your Desi is too, Sarge's wife.
Through Super Chat. The internet would break if Phil interviewed Grace Thorpe.
I would lose my mind. I would absolutely lose. If that happens, I'm just going to shit in my chair. I'm not kidding. I'm just going to shit. See, Ape and Eric can get back to me. I called him the pants pincer. I'm the pants shitter.
This motherfucker is not joking. He's gonna come with a duffel bag.
You can tell I'm making up that I'm hungry. I'm sitting here like talking about I'm gonna meal prep egg bites at fucking 1:30 in the morning. This is peak streaming and you know it. Tyler Green, I didn't say thank you for 3 months too, but yes, justice for what it did to my toilet after, man. And when you eat shitty, you know what the thing that sucks about eating shitty? Like when you eat stuff like that and just go right to bed after fucking having an 85-pound burrito from Taco Bell, you wake up feeling fucking like hungover, like alcohol hungover. Oh, Desiree is Des. Oh, there you go. And his ex-wife, Sarge's wife, is Desi. And his ex-wife, granted she was more heavy set, but their face is almost identical. It's really fucking weird. Like he has like a Desi cloning machine.
Like a fucking baby.
Disgusting, really. Like, I know most of this shit is just a
I got a simple solution for me too. I got to lose more weight. That's where my double chin comes from, son.
show, but only God knows what happens over at Boogie's place when the cameras are not on. That shit was weird as fuck. Anyway, after that, Boogie would get so wasted, he didn't even know which way was up, and he thought they weren't live.
Hungover with anxiety, man, I know exactly what you're talking about. But dude, if you eat something like that and then go to bed, like fucking dude, I used to, oh my god, I didn't just get this. Sometimes I used to get 2 burritos. Oh god, what was I doing? And then I would get the potatoes. They have like these cheesy potatoes. They're actually really fucking good. They have these cheesy fucking potatoes at like 2 in the morning. Like I would end this stream literally right now, and I'd be on the door. Oh god, the DoorDash app. I'm Phil. Don't do this anymore. And I would have a fucking meal for like 3 people delivered to my door. I'm lucky I didn't get as fat as I was back in 2016. I was getting somewhat close though. 40-ish pounds away.
Anymore, so he's
honestly don't know how I didn't get as big, if not bigger, with what the fuck I was eating, man. Taco Bell too. It's like fast food is bad to begin with, and then it's just like you're just going for the nuclear option, aren't you, Rich? I refer to myself in third person. That's a mortal sin. I should shut down the stream.
started dropping slurs again.
I think if we take
Yes,
him
we
off,
are
he's
live.
definitely-
This is actually a relatively short stream for me. I was actually going to do 2 hours.
Yeah, we are live. We're live.
If we get a crown, he definitely ain't gonna survive. Because if he gets a crown, he's supposed to down that whole bottle of moonshine.
Booster, are we live?
Yes, we're live.
What the where is he, like in a Kurt Cobain space station?
IVEYES. Yes.
I could tell by the lighting that's actually not his set. Well, it looks very fake. But
Kimmy, are we live?
Yes, sir. We are
he
live.
he got fatter. Another GLP-1 success story. See, I low-key, like, I haven't had a fucking Pop-Tart since probably, like, early 2000s. No. Not recent, but more recent than that. But yeah, they're technically should be really fucking terrible. But I like them. It's one of those, like, guilty pleasure foods. Those actually probably be good in the air fryer too, but they're absolutely horrible for you, so I won't have them.
What's up?
Can I say
Yes, sir.
I swear to God, the devil and God don't want him. They both don't want him.
I was gonna bring up that was a fire line last night when you said the God and the.
They are garbage food. Dude, he literally looks like wide. Is his beard like that for a joke?
We would
Please
ice
tell
our
me.
golden buns all night.
At Lyoko Warrior 4296 donated $5 through Super
Oh,
Chat.
wow, that's
Listen,
really...
My fat ass used to get 2 breakfast burritos and had country gravy put inside of them with French
Oh,
fries.
from where?
I'm still fat, but I stopped that.
I don't know who that girl is. Not sure.
Yeah, we're playing paper rock scissors right now because neither of them want you.
They trying to figure out where to put him.
the stream taken down.
They're not even gonna put him in purgatory. They're gonna make their.
She's kind of pretty. Is she actually entertaining, though? I don't care how good you look. If you're fucking boring, you're fucking boring.
Own special, like, oversized afterlife deal for him.
Taken down.
They making a special.
Wow, yeah, he's a big boy. I mean, he's not as big, anywhere near as big as OG Boogie, but I feel like he could put some chunk back on.
You
Place for
hear
this clown.
me? Booster.
Yeah, this,
I hear you, Boogie.
bro, how this is impossible. This is crazy.
I still put creamer in my. Still put Coffee Mate in my coffee, dude. I probably don't have enough calories. I probably have about 1,200 a day. Sometimes a little more, sometimes a little less. And plus, I probably about, let's say, even though I think I do more, they say with the steps I do, which is about 6,000 plus. I'll make sure I definitely get 6,000 in, and then I go up to anywhere like around 8 with what else I do. I think it's like 400 to 600 calories, so add that in. So if I have fucking coconut coffee mate in my coffee, I'm not really, stressing about it.
I can see why Rastov would quit because they definitely.
Booster, did you win the stream yet?
No, I'm not running the stream.
Can I say
it? No.
Can I say the N-word, your mama? Can I have the pass?
You can say whatever you want to say.
Boogie, don't.
Oh, my God.
No.
I want to know what the fuck. Why does he have a half Hitler mustache?
Hey, I jerked off my fucking dad.
This is just the podcast of fucking misfits, dude.
And sucked a cock in high school.
What the fuck do you even say?
I never told anybody that. Kimmy, did you know I sucked a cock in high school?
Well, I know now.
I need my axe! I need my axe! I need my axe! I need my axe!
I don't know why I did that.
Jesus Christ, this dude should not drink ever again. What an obnoxious piece of shit. And after that, Boogie's booze consumption would get so bad that he would end up passing out.
And who knows? He lies. And I think things that he's even quote unquote confessed to. He's lying about confessing. He may not have anything to confess to. You could literally bully Boogie into admitting to something he's never done. And I'm not talking about the cancer thing. I do think he genuinely lied with that. But
for a few minutes while he left the stream muted.
Well, at least his cheeks just no longer look like on the brink of death red anymore. Oh, I got a screenshot. Yo, what the fuck is this, dude? All right, give me a rectangle. What is going on? What the fuck is this? Oh my god. I can't. I fucking can't. What the hell is that? Look at this shit. With the green screen. Why the hell does it look like he's fucking mega minding as he's blackout drunk? Oh my god. I almost wish I wasn't ending it too, but I should go to bed. I could feel I'm exhausted. I need my axe. Boogie. Black. I'm just gonna say blackout. Like, hey, Rich, remember when Boogie would look really weird when he was blackout drunk? Oh yeah, I know what thumbnail to look for. He's blackout drunk, and these two other random men are observing him. What the fuck is this? Great show. Fantastic show. Sarah, you could drink some other, if you were looking for a soda alternative. This has a little teeny, these are 17 calories each. This is a grapefruit spindrift. Highly recommend these. What the fuck was saying to you? Fuck off, Siri. Yeah, good. Don't respond to it. You don't work when I want you to, and you come out of nowhere when I don't need you. Ah, oh, that's good. Good stuff. He should try shaving off that. If he did not do that as a joke, that's insane. What? Where did his mustache go? Did he actually go shave it? Did he actually shave it? In the... I wish this was a fucking weed seltzer. God damn it. Where's a weed seltzer when you need one? I think Ames is going to send me some, he said. True story. I talk about Ames like everyone, like he's famous and everyone knows who he is. He's just a fucking asshole. I guess you guys do. How many people are here right now? It's fucking wee hour. Oh, wow, there's 400 people here, almost 2 in the morning. Holy shit. I just moaned right in your fucking beak. Oh my god. I wonder, like, when he first started Lolcow Live, Boogie, like, if you showed him this, I mean, I guess he would still do it, because what else is he going to do? I mean, I don't get it. Like, dude, he had a piece of mustache that was, he looked like, again, if you ever see, go look it up. I can't obviously show it here. We could literally probably get a copyright strike. Beavis and Butthead when they glue beards on. It's the funniest shit. That's what he looked like before. Booster. Look, he absolutely doesn't. He drank moonshine. I'm surprised this didn't put him in the hospital. You might as well just, you're one step away from just going to a Home Depot, getting the paint thinner, and just fucking putting a shot glass and saying, fuck it.
Complete idiot.
He did. You know how I know he swallowed? Dude, his cheeks. You guys saw it before. He didn't do it. He didn't put anything on him. His cheeks were almost fucking purple with red. He was like flush from the alcohol. 100% it wasn't an act.
Yet anyway, after that, Boogie would start saying he wants somebody's balls in his mouth for...
Oh, well, you know what, Boogie, no, I wouldn't do that. Yeah, I'm going to remove Epstein from here. Never watched Epstein. I just lost my mind, which is actually kind of true. Okay, there we go. Listen, shine me your moon. What? What are you gonna put like oil on my ass? How does that?
Whatever reason.
100%.
Aren't you not supposed to drink alcohol after getting that surgery? You know, the surgery that I apparently got and lied about but never got. And the quartering drank my gastric. I can't believe he came into a fucking stream, pissed drunk, and he thought it was like an own saying that he drank my gastric bypass juices. No, that makes you sound like a really creepy freak. Which after you fucking, what you did to Melanie, yeah, well, fits. I can't believe she whispered, help me. It's fucking wild.
I decided that for a few days I'm going to be a bitch and I'm going to get drunk and I'm going to miss my dog before he's gone, and then I'm going to straighten up, be a man. But I wanted to be a bitch for a few days because I'm not allowed to be a bitch anymore, Scooter. I have to be a fucking man. But I want to be a bitch.
What the hell is Thruster doing?
For a
Yeah, it's
while,
supposed to be-
I
it's
wanted
supposed to
to
be
be
the
a little
Boogie
gay
show.
f***ing slut. I wanted to be a queer mother, cry and feel bad and f***ing gay. I wanted to be gay as shit. I wanted to f***ing miss my dog. Because
Could you just look at this image real quick and tell me what the fuck is going on here? Look at this. I mean, just look at it. Nah, I'm good here, man. I have to. It's too insane. Window. I mean, what the fuck? Oh man, oh man, oh man, oh man. I can't. Boogie with men? I don't even know what the fuck to call it. Boogie with men. Sure. Was he ever okay? Like, imagine you turn it to his stream and you see the...
We would ice our golden buns all night.
He
At once 2 cents donated $5 through Super Chat. As a representative of the delegation of gay, we do not recognize or acknowledge Boogie 2988. That y'all breeders' fault, not ours.
I hear rumors, which they're just rumors, that Keemstar is fucking closeted. I don't know. I don't care. I think he actually did talk about this story before once, Boogie. Now that I'm really wiping the cobwebs off my fucking old ass brain, I think I remember him telling that story before. Oh, this is definitely, now that he actually was pissed drunk and crashing out, it was, whenever it's a real crash out, I'm game. As soon as I sense any kind of, my fake dark goes up, I'm out. This is real. And his nipple is just giving up right there.
it's not fair. It's not fair.
Boogie. It's okay. You have a
It's
lot of time
not
left with him.
fair.
Boogie. It's only 4 hours a day, brother. You got enough time that you can spend with Sammy.
No,
after
you don't understand. I just want to be gay for a little while. Let me be gay.
Okay, you had your time to be gay. What you told me yesterday was, oh, tomorrow I'll start being better, and today. what
Well,
you're
I
telling me
was
is, oh, it'll be a few
wrong. They
more
wanted me to drink. And when I'm drink, I'm gay as I would suck a fucking dick right now. Give me your fucking
how
dick.
bad it looks.
I need to make sure, as the stream is about to sunset, that we're in the tail end of the stream here. Did he just say he wanted to suck Scooter's dick? Is that where? Well, it's windy out. If I just instantly disappear, you know why. Yeah, there is a wind advisory. All right, he did say he wants to suck on Scooter's dick. Oh, okay, he's wearing his underwear on his head, by the way.
Give me your fucking cock.
Yeah, imagine being his girlfriend. And he's sitting there in the room. He's like, I want to blow all these men. Okay. Oh, you got to hook up with Benny Johnson.
I saw golden buns all night.
One
At
stay, gay.
Trollington 3693 donated $6.50 through Super Chat. Ones stay gay.
Whoa! 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 Whoa!
He's getting Grandpa excited.
Ah! Ah! Oh my God!
The two of us.
Give me your balls in my mouth, Scooter.
Oh my God! I don't know if I can fucking. I can't, dude.
Do you realize that, Boogie?
I don't give
Especially with
Dude, that was hella weird and gay. Anyway, after that, Boogie would think he ended the stream, but he didn't, or well, at least that's what they wanted the audience to think, because we all know the shit is all scripted, but the point is that he
I
left.
saw golden buns all night.
At Lost in Gaming donated $5 through Super Chat. One's is low-key jealous. Boogie said that to Scooter and not him. One's stay gay.
I think ones will be okay with that one. I mean, I'm sure they set him up to get drunk, but no, this was real, and I think it maybe went to another level. Not that Keemstar cares.
His mic on and he was talking with Desi and people could hear everything.
Boogie?
No, do not turn off the stream, Boogie.
Boogie!
Do not end the stream. Do not.
Yep, fake. I could tell by Scooter's face. This is definitely fake.
Drunk. Desi, I think we're done. I am drunk as fuck. I think I just wait.
Yeah. I don't blame you. They pushed you too far. This is too far. My poor baby. I'm so sorry they did this to you. I'm so sorry.
It's okay. I mean, like, it's a show.
Oh, it was so fake. It was, I already knew from the faces and the poor acting. But this? Come on. But he was definitely drunk, though. There's no way you can make your cheeks look like that unless Desi fucking slapped his fucking face with the paddle off the screen on both of his cheeks. Which maybe she did, but I don't think so.
It's okay. It's okay.
He did not look healthy. His forehead was like fucking china white, and his cheeks were almost purple. Like, that's not okay.
Oh, you're hurting. I know you were hurting.
It's okay.
I know it is.
Like, intro guy in his biggest fucking in the delves of his alcoholism. I mean, his face was puffy and red, but never like that.
It's gonna be okay. It's gonna take time. It's gonna get better, baby. I promise.
I just wanted to get through it quick.
Oh my God, just read the script. Show me the script.
I know. We're gonna do it, baby. We've got.
Because I can't do this for 3 or 4 months. I can't do that.
I know you can't. We won't, baby. We won't. We're gonna be alright. We're gonna figure something out. We'll be okay.
Oh, this is fucking a low viewership soap opera at 1 p.m.
I got a job to do. I gotta get through this shit. I gotta stop feeling sad.
Baby, we just gotta get our puppy. We gotta get our puppy so Sammy can be around our puppy. And
I was looking again last night while you're sleeping. I feel like we have to wait until Sammy's gone to get him though, because I want Sammy.
Oh, and then more dog sympathy. More dog sympathy.
Soul to be in the new dog.
I want the new dog to know what Sammy was like.
Yeah.
I want Sammy to be able to pass on to that dog.
And of course, obviously, it's all fake and cringe and obvious. Why wouldn't you end the call if it wasn't something? Because even if you wanted to make publicity out of this for money. What happens if he said something that could get you a strike or whatever? So it's all fake and staged. Was he actually drunk? Fuck yeah. Is this fake? Is this fake and, you know, the other thing? Fuck yeah. This is fake as shit.
I don't know what dog you get. I was looking at.
But anyway, like I said, this shit was probably scripted because when they were about to hit the 4 hours, Boogie just magically happened to remember he needed to end the stream.
By looking at it,
Yeah, I don't know. There you go.
I'm honestly gonna say no.
Am I in trouble, sir?
Is he in trouble? He's asking.
You're not, no, he's not in trouble.
Okay.
Apparently, there's like 3 minutes left. You guys are really close to a record-breaking night. Like, just get in here for the end of the show.
Just, I'm gonna help you. Okay? Yep, I got you. I got you.
Most.
Team, I got you, baby. We're on. We'll pop in. Okay. 3 minutes left, baby. 3 minutes left. Okay, just sit here, be entertaining. Okay. Here's the mic. I'm gonna join the call in 3, 2, 1.
Gay. And super chats.
Gay.
No, you know, I was almost tempted to say I was going to stay up later, but here is the thing. I actually have a video I want to record tomorrow. I got to go do more stuff at Lauren's. And most importantly, I am fucking tired. I think you'd hear it in my voice, actually. I'm not putting... Now that this is what I normally sound like. That was me putting it on a little bit.
Boogie, you're $100 away from having a $2,000 night on Super Chats. That's going to...
Yeah, you almost had to put yourself in the hospital to do it. Good job, champ. I'm still here till the end of the video. I don't want. I feel like that's all right. Clock it out, guys. I'll be okay.
Rostov for his record. You're about to tie Rostov for his record, Boogie. Do you hear me?
Pathetic, but not as pathetic as Keemstar yelling his lungs out for someone to give them more money.
I get fired.
No. But we're just literally. I'll help. I'll do 50 of it. I'm on the wrong account. I'm on the wrong account.
I'll start with Mexican ones.
No.
That's it. Guys, come on, get a rally.
Get a rally, please. Just drop money.
Wish it was only 6 p.m. here.
What was Hitler's favorite number?
All right, guys, hurry
up.
up.
9.
No.
Oh no. Oh God. Okay. What do you use it? 2016, and you're a 20-something edgelord. What to do if I've emptied both, but it's still... Wait, so you took a shit and you have an erection?
No.
What's the difference between
Do you get turned on while you take a shit?
a dead baby and a bowling ball?
Don't.
I have an idea. Never 6 a.m. again, but I'm having an idea that I'm thinking of.
Don't do it. I'm throwing $50 at it. I'm throwing $50 at it just so we can get the
You can
number.
unload the bowling balls.
The report card is going to be good, Boogie.
I don't care that you're spamming PWR. He wants to suck my cock. Didn't he say there? Did he like want to beat off to me or something like that? It's, or whatever, man. Whatever floats your boat, dude. Have at it.
Why
Doing
did
the
the
50
dead
right
baby
now.
cross the road?
We have 1 minute left. Stop
Because it
it.
was stapled to the
Someone
chicken.
please make it happen, please.
Somebody help.
Stapled to the
1
chicken.
minute left.
Please show Boogie that the show still exists. I'm not.
Shake your ass, Booster.
Dude, I was like one step away from hallucinating at that point. I didn't even sleep great the night. I mean, I got decent sleep, but not. Should have gotten more for a stream like that.
Shit, oh God, of course he's actually gonna.
One out of
my
two
God.
out of every 3 women got R.
No, come on.
2 out of every 3 women.
Drop some 10s, drop some 5s, come on.
Why? Oh no! What just happened?
2 out of 3.
Something.
2 out of 3.
Something. You did the full 4 hours, Boogie. Something.
Jews are cool.
This is a millionaire.
He is such a hairless man. It's so weird. He has no hair on his body, dude.
By the way, screeching like a pig for someone to donate him money. Bruh, there's just no load these dudes are willing not to hit.
We got another pig. Pig.
Alright guys, I'm gonna leave it at that for today, so you know what to do. Subscribe, like, and comment, and go drop us over my other channel before I finally end it all. Like always, a massive thank you to our members for supporting this crappy channel. Anyway, I'm the Big Lebowski, take care, and I'm out.
It's funny how with Lebowski, it was weird when he took away that voice changer that made him sound like critical. And it was like jarring at first. Now it's fine. Who gives a shit? His voice is fine, you know? I like Lebowski shit, man. All right, guys. I'm going to go to bed. I'm tired. My eyes are like basically burning. And I'm going to go lay in bed, fall asleep, and fart some more. I will see you later. I will be back this evening, or yeah, this evening technically, with another stream. And I'll have a video up talking about the PS6. That should be an interesting one. I'm going to go to bed. I'm fucking exhausted. If it's the same time by you, get some sleep as well. And now I'm going to stop blabbering. Thank you all. It was a fun as hell stream. I'm glad I decided to stream. And I'll see you again real soon.
Hey there, friends. It's time for my favorite game.
Okay, here we go. You guys ready to listen to this?
This is what happens when they target communities for their own benefit. This is what happens when they scapegoat. And this is what happens when they no longer hide the idea of white supremacy.
Man, what a fucking retard. Oh my God.
So it sounds to me, Nick, that Governor Tim Walz is saying that you and others that are out there trying to expose this, you know, you're doing it because you're white supremacists. What is your response to him?
Yeah, Tim wants votes. There are entire apartment complexes where white people have been pushed out of these apartment complexes because Somalians have taken over and they're inside of these towns.
There's like white, wait, what?
Entire apartment complexes where white people have been pushed out of these apartment complexes because Somalians have taken over.
Of course.
And they're inside of these towns like Minneapolis,
yeah, sure,
where they can go get votes from these people. And if you have 100,000 people that will vote for you because you're going to enable and let this stuff happen, and because you're going to call a white person racist for calling out facts, this is what's going to happen to a state like Minnesota. Minnesotans, they say Minnesota nice, but they are very upset, and I totally understand why they're upset.
Yeah, I bet they
don't
are.
have a governor who's actually.
You think he can dodge this by throwing away buzzwords? Yeah, like it's white supremacy that people want scammers deported. Yeah, sure, man.
Working for them, he's actually working against them.
Nick, your video's been viewed 93 million times. What do you think will be the result
insane.
of this? Do you think that things will change because of bringing attention to this, or do you think it'll be much the same, swept under the rug and keep moving forward?
Yeah, there better be change. People are demanding it. The investigations have been launched just from that video alone. And so there better be change because, like I said, we work way too hard to be paying taxes. We work way too hard to be not knowing where our money's going. And at the end of the day, the people in the government, they work for us. We don't work for them. And so it's their responsibility to hold these people accountable.
You don't work for the government. You work for the Somalians.
Accountable. And so if there's not something that's happened, people are going to be very frustrated. And so if President Trump's watching this, it's time to really get down to nitty-gritty and to make a difference in this place of Minnesota
that's absolutely
pretty much like Somaliland right now.
Yep.
We're a state of immigrants that values that. We have more refugees
I can see that
per capita than any other state.
Yeah, I can see that.
That's not just morally a good thing.
It's not a morally good thing. Why is it a morally good thing to have a bunch of refugees? Who decided that? I don't agree with that. I think that's ridiculous.
It's our economic and cultural future. This beautiful diversity.
Thank God we can have our culture replaced by immigrants from Somalia that don't speak English. That's amazing. Thank God. And this is it. It's funny to say that, like, anytime that somebody talks about, oh, wow, there's like a demographic change or something like that, they say it's like a white supremacy theory. Meanwhile, here's Tim Walz explaining it happening. He's literally just he's saying it right out there.
We see out in Worthington when I'm there, you see 50 languages spoken in the school, and you see...
How is that a good thing? 50 languages was a punishment from God in the Old Testament for people building the Tower of Babel too high to get to heaven. You're literally looking at an Old Testament punishment from a vengeful God on a fallen world, and you're saying that it's a good thing. Is this fat, bald retard serious? Oh my God. 50 languages? That sounds like chaos. Can you imagine that?
Every storefront filled with different types of foods, different types of businesses.
I love how this is the prime reason why Americans are okay with immigration, because of food. I can see, Tim, that's the reason why you want the immigrants, is so they can make you more food. Absolutely. I believe you.
That are happening. Minnesota needs to continue to do that. The office of governor can set the tone on that. We're going to continue to need to diversify. We're going to have to put policies in place that make sure we're attracting teachers of color so that...
Why would you do... See, this kind of stuff, like, this is the kind of stuff that as a white person, you should never vote for this guy. This person is trying to systematically disenfranchise you and take you away from things that would be fair. He doesn't want a meritocracy. Why? Because the reason why... So here's the reason. I will explain the actual reason why. The real reason why it happens is because white people don't vote based off of this. And I think that we should start voting like this. I do. I think that we should. The moment that any of these people talk about adding in any sort of systematic advantage, any sort of beneficiary program, anything to benefit a person who is a random ass fucking immigrant, and they're saying, yeah, we need to bring these people in here, why should I vote for a candidate that wants to systematically disenfranchise me? Absolutely not. And any self-respecting white person should never vote for this. It is insane. If they want to, and the problem is that there are so many white people that are consumed by white guilt because of Hitler or because of slavery or because of Jim Crow, and all of these things were bad, but they have one thing in common. I didn't do any of them. So whenever I have to hear that, oh my God, this is some terrible fucking thing that happened, and so now I have to live my whole life, basically, a step behind where these other people get advantages, absolutely not. No way. And so really the reason why he does this is because white people don't take offense to it. And I think that we need to start taking offense to it. I absolutely think so. The idea that we can have somebody come on television and say that it's a good thing that I, as a white person, am disenfranchised systematically by a system, that way we can have more teachers that are a different skin color than me, that are coming over from another fucking country so they can replace me and my jobs. Absolutely fucking not. And I think that everybody should be making this decision. Why would I ever make that decision for even a second? They'll just claim white tears. Claim it all you want. I still don't think... you call it whatever you want to call it. You can call it being racist. You call it a Nazi. Call it whatever you want. I'm still not going to vote for it. It doesn't matter what word you put on it. Who gives a shit about the word? So yes, and this is the problem. It's that white people have... I think that really it's that... I don't think they really care enough. I think that's the main reason. They just kind of let this stuff happen to them.
Students of color have someone that they understand, look like, think like, see like in front of them.
Yeah, so here we go. So let's import a bunch of immigrants and a bunch of random third worlders. And now because we have all these third worlders in the country, now we have to also create incentive programs to make other third worlders teach the third worlders that we imported in. Here, I've got a great solution that's going to solve this whole problem. They all go back. That's my solution. They're all going back. I don't give a shit. I don't want to deal with this. Get rid of every single one of these people that are net negative taxpayers need to be sent back to their country. I don't care if they're citizens or not. It's crazy that people put up with this. And I don't think that people, here's what's crazy. I don't think that people realize the amount of rot that this creates. This makes traffic worse. It makes getting a job worse. It makes going to the emergency room worse. It makes doing any sort of, getting any sort of federal system, it makes it worse. These people massively jam up the system because they're filing fake shit. They're filing things wrong. They're not actually, they're not even supposed to be filing them in a lot of cases. I don't think you guys can understand all of the second and third order effects that bringing in this massive population that's very clearly not assimilated and very clearly not willing to assimilate, they're not even trying to assimilate, into the country without causing problems. Just like a fat activist that lowers wages as well, it does. And the only, and I think this is really important to keep in mind, is that the only people that truly benefit from mass migration and bringing in these third world immigrants that are net negative taxpayers and are basically parasites on the American taxpayer, the true people who benefit from that are the top 1%. The top 1% are totally insulated from any of these bad things. Like for me, for example, right? I'm a rich guy. I've got a lot of money. My life will, unless one of them runs me over with a car because they got a free driver's license without having to take a test, which that happens too. But let's assume that doesn't happen. If one of these people, I'm never going to have to deal with these people, basically. I'm never going to have to worry about it. I'm never going to have to be like, oh my God, like this is some kind of massive issue. Because I'm never going to have to see them. I don't have to see them. I don't have to deal with them. And so the consequences of illegal immigration for me are zero. It never affects me. It doesn't, like, it's not going to affect my job. Like, if anything, illegal immigration is good for me because it means that the stocks that I own and the investments that I have, these companies are indirectly or directly benefiting from illegal immigration, and I make more money because of that. My stock goes up. So really, and maybe these people are doing like menial tasks, like, a lot of them obviously do like, fucking home cleaning, and they do like gardening work and construction and landscaping, because these are easy physical jobs that require relatively no skill. Construction requires a lot of skill, but being directed by somebody for doing more menial things doesn't necessarily, like mowing a lawn. So the fact is that roofing's a bit harder to do, but either way, my point is that that's the main thing that people like that. Dinky, 150 subs. Holy shit. Thank you, man. I appreciate that, guys. Never gift if you don't if you can't afford it or anything like that. Never feel like you guys got a gift, all right? I'm totally fine, completely financially stable. I'm okay. But I really do appreciate it. Yeah, another 150. Holy shit. Thanks a lot, man. Yeah, thanks a lot. Yeah, make sure. Hopefully it's not a stolen credit card, right? I'll tell you that. Hopefully it's not one of those. So yeah, thanks a lot, man. I appreciate it. Thank you. And yeah, thank you very much. Shout out in the chat. W's in the chat for Dinky. Yeah, thank you very much, man. And so I think really that is the main issue more than anything else. And so really, if you have those people that are doing this, they're the ones that are really benefiting. The 1% are the only people that truly benefit from this mass migration. Nobody else benefits at all.
As well as other students. We are doing it in Minnesota. We're a state of immigrants that...
Yeah, white people need to stop voting for people that are going to disenfranchise them and their children. I can't imagine voting for somebody that wants to put your child at a disadvantage because of the color of their skin. It's really, I mean, it's like the ultimate cuck behavior. It's like a generational hereditary cucking that not only are you putting up for yourself, you're also signing your kids up to be cucked by this for their whole life as well. Isn't that embarrassing? It's actually evil. It is. It absolutely is. And I think that there needs to be more social pressure against people that do that. It's straight up racist. Yeah, it's straight up racist. And you have so many white people that have been taught to hate themselves that they think that they're not being racist by hating themselves. How does immigration make your stock go up? Well, it's really simple. So basically, the way it works is that at a very low level, a lot of companies rely on illegal aliens because they exploit and utilize their labor and they undercut American wages. And because of that, they're able to produce cheaper products and go to market and make more money and make more profit. So when instead of making $3 on something, you're making $4 on something, that basically through the pipeline makes the company make more money. It's pretty simple. Like, yeah, there it is. No benefits for illegals. Yeah, exactly. The company saves tons of money on illegals. Because you think about, so here's the thing is that, like, let's say an illegal and you are getting paid the same amount of money, okay? And you do twice as good of a job as that illegal. Like, you're a way better worker than they are. You still, the employee doesn't have to worry about They don't have to worry about workers' comp. They don't have to worry about health insurance. They don't have to worry about Social Security. They don't have to worry about, you know, dealing with, like, in a lot of other payroll things. They don't have to worry about liability. They don't have to worry about any of this stuff. So all of the extra things and extra costs of an employee, because this is one of the things that a lot of people that don't understand business are confused about, because I think they just don't understand it or know it. But the main thing that they're confused about and don't understand is the fact that a lot of these times, these businesses, you're not just paying them the money, like their payroll, right? That the cost of a business and the cost of the cost of an employee is not simply their payroll. There is like an entire apparatus that maintains that employee's employment. And whether that is managers, other payments, payment processors. Do you guys know, like, for a lot of the payroll systems in businesses, you have to pay monthly to access the payroll systems. So basically, they're kind of like Adobe Photoshop, and these are for professional licenses for different types of payroll accounting systems. It's extremely common. So you're adding in all of this stuff, accounting talk. No, I'm being serious, right? And like all of this comes together: insurance, liability, benefits, 401k, fucking Social Security, everything, right? There's so much of this. I don't know if this is a photo shoot or not. My expectations for this are extremely low. But Homeland Security Investigations, ICE, are on the ground in Minneapolis right now conducting a massive investigation on childcare and other rampant fraud. More is coming.
No. For Planet Dimension, this is the location, this is where everybody comes.
Okay. Are there any subcontractors or anything you guys deal with? Like, say like other businesses that you partner with that you.
I don't think they're gonna do it. I don't think they don't have it in them. I don't think they have it in them. I believe it when I see it. I believe it. Yeah, I believe it when I see it.
Used for service and maybe.
They're not. I don't want another photo shoot and another video and another Pokemon compilation.
Awesome. And
I want them in the Pokedex.
The receipt of those documents.
I don't want the theme song. I want the end song.
For Planet Dimension, this is the location.
They don't, but cat's out of the bag? No, not really. Looks staged as fuck. I don't know. And yeah, as non-American, voting without identification seems incredibly retarded. Anybody who can't get identification to vote is a fucking retard, and they should never vote. Straight up. Like, if you're 85 years old and you can't figure out how to get an ID, you're gonna be dead anyway pretty soon. I don't want you making decisions. That's it. Now, if you're 85 and you can get an ID, go ahead. But, like, if you're too fucking stupid and decrepit to get an ID, I don't want you voting. I don't. I'm sorry. Like, there's 50 ways that you can get an ID. You can get it mailed to you. You can have human services help you. There are social workers that can come out and do this. This is not even, it's not even something I would even for a second consider. If you can't get, like, basically, okay, I'm going to make a Venn diagram. This is a Venn diagram between people who can't get an ID and people who are fucking retarded. Okay, this is the Venn diagram. All right. Well, do you guys see the problem here? You see the issue here? This is somebody from Somalia. There we go.
Only Americans who's concerned with the Somali business is the ones who have no life. They don't have.
Okay. Yeah, sure. All right. I guess I don't have a life.
They have a lot of time in their hands.
Yeah, of course we have. Yeah.
And they broke.
Sure.
They don't have no money. No.
That's the whole. Yes, duh. That's the whole point, dumbass. What do you mean? Yeah, they're mad because they don't have any fucking money. Yes, that's the reason why they're mad. You're putting it together. Duh.
No ambition, nothing.
Uh-huh.
They're not even. They don't even have hobbies. They depressed. They lonely. You know, it's always those type of people who care about situations like this. You know, people who have something going on for their life, right? They're busy.
Anybody who pays attention to me is mentally ill. Anybody who disagrees with me is depressed. Anybody who notices me doing something wrong is doing something wrong by noticing. I don't know what kind of like brain dead third world logic this is, but it's retarded.
Their career, their family, they taking vacation, they enjoying their life. You know?
Yeah.
They're not concerned with the Somalians in Minneapolis.
Well, I think this is actually, he does make kind of a revealing point, and he is right about this. And I think that there's an element to this that's very true, that the main groups of people that are angry about this are the ones who are on the edge of society and the people who have been marginalized by society and by the country because of these systems. So what I think has happened is that you do have a lot of these people that they don't have a lot of income, they don't have a lot of resources, they don't have a lot of other stuff going on because they've been isolated and disenfranchised and basically had their country stolen from them systematically by not really, and this is the funny thing is that I don't really direct a lot of real animosity towards the Somalians themselves. I'm just like, yeah, guys, you've got to go. Like, this is, yeah, we can't have you here, you got to go back home. Like, I'm not angry at them. I'm angry at the Americans that let it happen. Those are the ones that I'm really mad at because these people are simply just acting in best interest. Of course they're going to come to America. Of course they're going to try to improve their lives. Of course they're going to do this. And yeah, sure. I mean, obviously, like, it's bad. You shouldn't be doing it. Yeah, sure. But, like, the people that I really view as the traitors, the ones that are the people that I think really need to be punished are the Americans. Those are the ones that I truly hate. I don't hate the Somalians. I hate the Americans that created the system to make this happen in the first place. They are the real enemies. This guy is just simply a symptom. He's not the disease.
Shut up. Only people you will see who's worrying about this is not even racist. They just broke.
Yep.
They just don't have anything going on. They're broken.
What would you do if you were in their place? Then you should at least understand why they do it. That doesn't make it right. Yeah, I understand why people steal things out of Walmart, but you can't let people steal things out of Walmart. Like, I mean, it's pretty simple.
It's not even racist. They just broke. They just don't have anything going on. They're broken.
Exactly. He's completely right. That these people are broke, they don't have anything going on, and so they're angry that they see people that are Somalian that have nice new cars, that are able to afford houses, that have these businesses that are getting million-dollar loans, while this person is living paycheck to paycheck, not able to qualify for food stamps because they make $37,000 instead of $35,000, and so they lose $1,000 a month. That's what happens.
Spiritually, physically, and financially. That's what it is. They don't have any.
Yeah.
Only Americans who's concerned.
Yeah, no, he's right, actually. He's right that a lot of the people that are angry about this are people that are disenfranchised. Yeah, they're disenfranchised and they're in bad, like, financial situations in a lot of these cases. I think that's actually true. Whose side is this guy even taking? Well, I mean, I wonder, right? But, like, it's very obvious. But I don't think this is really, like, I'm not a big one for trying to, like, defend this. I think, yeah, it's true. He's speaking for you, little buddy? Yeah, maybe. So just accept his smugness. I don't care about him. I mean, if he's part of the scam, then he needs to go back, right? I mean, like, I don't, like, this isn't, for me, it's not, like, with these people, it's not personal. It's just not. It's not personal to me. I see why they're doing it. I would do it if I were them. I understand it. Sure, you want to come over here. The place where you lived is a shithole. You're over here. It's a different culture. Yeah, you don't want to assimilate, but, you know, you just want to do what you want to do. Yeah, it's not personal to me. Now, it is personal with the Americans that do it. Now, those are the ones that I have 99% of my animosity is towards the Americans that enable this. It's towards people like Tim Walz. I don't care about him. Who gives a shit about this guy? It doesn't matter. But it's the people that let it happen. That's it. Chat's retarded and thinks you're on his side. Yeah, and this is what happens a lot. Whenever you explain why somebody does something, you are often assumed to be a person who is enabling it, or you're agreeing with it. Yeah, Minnesota's Department of Children announces the Quality Learning Center has been closed. So let's use a little bit of logic here, okay? If they just announce that it was closed, then there was something clearly wrong, right? So if they, and this is the thing, so why would you have closed it if there was nothing wrong with it in the first place? So by them doing this, I feel like it's kind of an admission that, yeah, the fraud was happening. They're hiding, yeah, they're going to reopen it to education system. Or sorry, it's going to be the education center instead of the learning center now. And they're going to rename it to that. Well, probably they already have, because this was already a half hour ago. So the paperwork's probably already been processed and automatically approved. This isn't enough. They closed it and that'll be it. Well, I don't know about that. I think they need to go even farther. You're right. Are there going to be so many memes about this guy that by the time that he runs for president, nobody even knows what he looks like? Like, maybe that's something that he should do, is that he should never do any more interviews in person, so nobody actually knows what he looks like, and everybody just thinks that this is him. Yeah, never make public appearances or anything like that. We'll just assume this is J.D. Vance.
Following Nick Shirley's reporting in Minnesota, Hassan and him have been going back and forth on Twitter. A matchup of the ages to end 2025. Hassan tweeted yesterday at 11 a.m. I don't know what kind of fraud Somalis and daycares are doing, but I think it's a separate crime to try and storm with a camera into a daycare with kids in it. Shirley responded by saying, haha, you would say something stupid like this.
It's so stupid.
Nick won.
And I think that, by the way, this is the way that you have to engage people like Hassan. Because to the extent that you engage with their arguments, you validate their arguments. When, in fact, these aren't even arguments. These are just random accusations and lies.
All doing well tonight.
Ratio off
Let me
here
know how you
by
do.
almost
Yeah, there's no
the
actual
order
argument.
of 5 to 1. Hassan then quote tweeted himself saying, bleak future of all media with this photo. I think that's from a movie. That's Jake Gyllenhaal, I believe.
Yes.
Vigilante content that can be weaponized for radicalized / white nativist agitprop. I don't know. I'm sorry if I said that word wrong, agitprop. Everyone's going to behave like the fake pedo hunters. On top of responding to Hassan's original tweet, Nick quote tweeted him saying,
"Oh, bro, like he's getting cooked.
People like this commie literally
shock
their dogs and complain about America 24/7. And when someone actually leaves their room to do something, wait for it, they then defend the criminals." Hassan responded by saying, I traveled around the world and went to numerous protests, but since I wasn't trying to storm childcare facilities with a camera crew screaming, show me the children now.
See, this is the reason why Hassan keeps failing and losing relevance. The reason why is because he constantly just lies to his audience. And so what you do with that is you distill your audience down to the most extreme, most radical, most deranged, most mentally ill group. And those people now become your boss. Because instead of having normal takes and talking about things like, affordable housing, paying for homes, you're out here trying to defend Somali scams. So that's the main issue that he has. And this is why... and he's worked his ass off, and it's all been for nothing. Really, it's been absolutely for nothing. It's achieved and accomplished nothing. And the reason why is because you're just lying. If you weren't lying and making bullshit up, you'd probably be a lot more effective.
It doesn't count. There's a proper way to conduct a thorough investigation, and you botched it for clickbait. Hassan also quote tweeted
the thing is, Hassan is doing the appeal to authority. Like, oh, you need a thorough investigation. If a thorough investigation would have worked or would have happened, then it would have already happened in the years that this was a problem. Again, it's just, it's more lying. It's always just lying.
A tweet involving Nick Shirley when he met with the mayor of Gaza and said he made the most Israel video demanding to see children in all these facilities. And when they wouldn't let him in, that was enough evidence of fraud. There was, of course, going to be criticism of Nick Shirley's video that he posted.
He made the most Israel video ever. Hassan's lying has basically hurt all of his causes. If he cares about something, he'd be best if he didn't talk about it. I think that he engages in such bad faith argumentation that even people that are on his side, basically grow to hate him. Because he pushes these things. He'll say, like, this is the most Israel video ever. He's storming in, demanding to see the children. Like, we all watched the video. Everybody knew that wasn't happening. But it's all of this, like, radical, alarmist, extremist language that's just totally misleading. And so this is the reason why you can't really have a conversation with somebody like Hassan. It's because you can't even agree on reality. You're redefining basic terms. You're not even looking, you're looking at the same thing and you're seeing something totally different.
On Friday night. The main criticism is that he was trying to storm into a daycare, which is fine, but the video is 42 minutes long. It's not just a daycare.
Well, it was also a medical place, and it's very obvious that that's not what was happening. If he was trying to storm into the daycare, he would have gotten into the daycare. He clearly wasn't trying to storm into the daycare.
Wager that I don't think Hassan has watched it in full. Same with a lot of the people that have been criticizing it. Other criticism has been that it was filmed over Christmas break, which...
It's filmed over Christmas break. It's so stupid, it's insane.
Somalians are typically Muslim, not Catholic or Christian.
Yeah, they're not even celebrating Christmas.
They may not be taking Christmas break, but let's say it was a state-mandated thing. We can see in the video that Nick was there during a Tuesday, and in the background is 42 degrees. And we can assume that this was either Tuesday, December 23rd, which would be 2 days before Christmas, or Tuesday, December 16th. You can look up historical weather. Tuesday, December 23rd, it did not get above 32 degrees. But on Tuesday, December 16th, you can see it got just above 40 degrees during the afternoon, around
which is when he would have recorded and interacted with this person. So the same temperature that it was at, yeah, I mean, he was there on the 16th, right? I mean, it's pretty obvious that he was.
42, so we can assume this was December.
Another day, another lie? Well, yeah, this takes like 3 seconds to figure out.
16th, 9 days before Christmas. This will continue on, I'm sure. Now, Nick should be careful, just like Hassan has to be, not because Hassan is going to...
Yeah, what is this here? Do you really think Hassan isn't doing well, though? I think he's doing well financially. I think that he's building an audience, but I think that he's also destroying an audience. That's the reason why he's been losing followers. And he's had the politician interview lately. Those puff pieces, aren't those good signs? I think that it was great that he had Ro Khanna on, and I thought that was a good thing, and it was good for him to do that. But really, whenever you have, like, articles written about you by, like, a newspaper, like, that doesn't matter. Who cares about that? There's plenty of people that get pushed by newspapers all the time, and they don't really have any real motion or any actual clout. These are mainly just, like, legacy institutions that don't actually have any impact or any pull with anybody. It's like, unless you're in a nursing home, these people don't really matter.
Injure Nick more so because of the fact that there's a lot of crazies out there and they could blame him for things. So, you know, I think he's already mentioned that and he's going to be safe, but he goes out there just by himself. He needs to invest in a bodyguard.
He did. Yeah, he did. So many audience just watch them react to video instead of watching a video. Well, because they want to have that take, right? I mean, that's the reason why they want to have the take. I mean, that's clearly the reason why. And also, like, here's another thing too, is that a lot of these different organizations, and I didn't even really know this before, but it looks like Somalia. Oh, here's another one.
Demanding to see children that are not yours at a daycare so you can record them is a level of pedophilia that has yet to be talked about.
This retarded hog actually thinks that people are going to buy into the pedophilia thing, that he's a pedo because of this. Is he a pedo because he went into the medical centers too? Like, Jesus Christ. What do you do with something like this? Yeah, oh my God. Anyway, so yes, there's been even more of these that have been going on too. And let's see. No, it's not this one. Where is it? I see if I can find it. Yeah, this is from 2018. 2018.
Order for the scheme to work, the daycare centers need to sign up low-income families that qualify for child care assistance funding. These surveillance videos are from a case prosecuted by Hennepin County. They show parents checking their kids into a center only to leave with them a few minutes later. Sometimes no children would show up. But either way, the center would bill the state for a full day of child care. This video from that same case shows a man handing out envelopes of what are believed to be kickback payments to parents who are in on the fraud.
Every single one of them needs to go back. Every single one. Denaturalize and deport. You gotta go.
Where was the money going?
I don't know exactly where it went.
Well, now we do. It went to Somalian terrorists. And this is 2000, and I don't know really what year this is. The Quality Learning Center was investigated more than a dozen times.
I started by visiting Quality Learning Center daycare. So it is.
Everybody, if you're lurking, remember hit that like and subscribe. We're always here. We're always playing games. Usually every night. Next couple of nights gonna be interesting because of New Year's coming up, and but if you could hit that like button, or sub, follow, whatever it is, whatever the free version is, go ahead and hit that for me. It really would help me out.
That 14B, which sits right in the heart of downtown Minneapolis. Between 2019 and 2023, the Minnesota Department of Human Services found 95 violations at this location.
95 violations. That's insane. This was 1 year ago? Yeah. And I want you guys to see this, that like all of the arguments and the deflections that they're making are just so pathetically embarrassing that I really think that they're hurting their credibility long term by doing this. Why should we pay for their travel expenses to go back home and spend their loot, put them in camps? Well, because then you have to feed them in the camps. And like, honestly, I don't want to deal with shooting them. I don't want to deal with making them in work camps. I just want to say, hey guys, the jig's up. You know, you had fun here. You know what you did. I know what you did. We all know what you did. You gotta go. That's it. That's what I think you need to do. Yep. And yep, it's time to go home now. All right. Funny. Party up. Party's over, guys. Time to go home. And and I do think that we should seize all of their assets. We do. We should take all of their stuff. You're going back home with the shoes on your feet, if you're lucky. Unless they're expensive. Then maybe you get new shoes.
Range from failure to keep hazardous items away from children to no records for 16 children, which include things like immunizations, emergency contacts, and
closing time. Yeah, you don't have to go home, but you can't stay here. That's right.
Medical needs. So state investigators placed Quality Learning Center on a conditional license in 2022.
Oh.
I went to the daycare's location several times.
This looks like a daycare, right? What is this, a daycare for the Crips?
Only once did I see people there. Oh, that's your daycare. But I did not.
This is the same fucking building. Because it was right there. Holy shit.
Not see any children. So there are 80 kids in there?
There's 80 kids.
No, after school? Okay, gotcha. All right, thank you.
Okay, gotcha. Yeah, oh, they're going to be after school. That's what it is.
DHS declined an interview, but in a statement acknowledged Quality Learning Center was put on a conditional license because of its poor safety record.
Absolutely insane that we are paying for these parasites to come over here and siphon our fucking money, and then we're paying for them to have kids, and we have to pay for their fucking kids. Isn't this ridiculous? We have American citizens here that have been citizens, their family's been here for 300 fucking years, and they're paying out the ass for childcare. They're in poverty because of childcare. Meanwhile, these people are coming over and they're scamming it and getting it basically for free. It's insane. Should Minnesota taxpayers be reimbursed for this? Realistically, that's not what's going to happen. There's no money in that, bro? I thought you were smarter. There's no money in this? Well, why is it happening?
But it's still received nearly $8 million in taxpayers' money since 2019. Its conditional status removed in 2024.
I bet. And so there it is. Yeah, what an idiot. No, the people that argue with this are just, they're so dumb. Oh, here's another one. This is a news report from 2018.
Agencies closed Baraka Child Care Center yesterday morning.
Baraka Child Center.
A search warrant. It's one of 10 being investigated for financial. Agencies closed Baraka Child Care Center yesterday morning. Well, investigators executed a search warrant. It's one of 10 being investigated for financial misconduct of the state's child care assistance program. WCCO's Jennifer Merrily shares where that money would have gone instead.
Nearly 2,400 kids are on the waiting list for Minnesota's Child Care Assistance Program. It helps low-income families pay for child care.
Can you believe this? We're importing these people over so they can be low income so we can pay for their kids. It's so ridiculous, I can't even believe it.
Daycares are given money per child. But right now,
You can see the incentive here.
agencies are investigating financial
So
fraud
obvious, I hate
at
it.
10 different centers, including Baraka Child Care Center in Minneapolis.
So where there's been these totally fraudulent operators and stealing money. And so high time. And they should crack down on more.
At this point, this is every single child care organization in Minnesota do a census. This is ridiculous. Not only do they need to do that, but what do you think the probability is that there aren't a dozen other social systems that these people are also exploiting? Like, I would say the probability of that is 100%. This is for sure happening, guaranteed 100% happening. Absolutely.
Part of the investigation, the BCA and Secret Service spent hours at this home
Probably
in
a tip of the
Columbia
iceberg.
Heights, combing through it and collecting evidence. A relative told WCCO.
They are good family, they work hard, that's all.
The raid at Baraka focuses on fraudulent billing of the state assistance program. A child care provider investigations unit formed in 2014 to investigate similar cases has already closed 12 child care centers.
So the latest child care scam has been to have 100 people enrolled, 100 kids enrolled in your program, have 10 show up, bill for the 100.
That happened in
That's exactly what they said in the video. Yeah, it's all I am. Yeah, this is 7 years ago this happened.
several cases that resulted in a conviction. In one, the criminal complaint reveals investigators set up cameras to capture kids who entered and exited. Over a 2-week period in 2014, the daycare billed for 950 children who did not attend the center.
Absolute fraud. And you know what people do on Twitter is they try to say, oh, well, you were just trying to record kids like you're Epstein or something like this. Like the level of just totally blatant manipulation and lying. It's really almost shocking that somebody would even be willing to do that.
Resulting in $51,000 of fraud just for that time period.
There are people who have severe needs that we can't take care of because there's just not enough money. And
That's right. That's absolutely. That's the entire point. There is not infinite money. Are people actually defending this? There is a group of people defending this. I wouldn't say large group. I don't think there's a large group of people defending this, but I think that there is enough of a group defending this that, like, as I said, I think that the goal for us to do is to make it look so unpopular and so problematic to defend this that the normies will be afraid to defend it, even if it might make them feel good. You have to create a culture where people like this that are trying to like engage in such obvious fraud, dishonesty, and lying, you have to make them afraid. You have to make them afraid, and the way that you do that is you push back against it whenever they start saying any of this stuff or any of this. So go on their tweets, call them fucking retarded, whatever you want to say. I mean, I don't agree with actual harassment, right? But disagree with them, explain that they're wrong, etc. Because once these people realize that they are the minority and they're a fractional tiny minority, a lot of their passive support from, people that think that they're just following social compliance by being okay with this will go away. So the way that you have to change that thing is you have to change the consensus. And it's not about even changing the consensus because we don't need to do that. The consensus is already on our side. We have to change the perception of the consensus. And the way that you do that is you mobilize, you're vocal, you push back against this stuff, and you demonize and vilify everybody that's supporting it. That's what you do. Because they are demons. They're selling you out. They're selling out your country. They're scamming you. They're scamming your family. They're scamming everybody. They're traitors. That's it. Cultural shift is the quickest method to change. Yes, you totally. What's the pro-fraud argument? That he's not a real journalist, that he was trying to record kids because he's a weirdo, and that it was on Christmas break. At what point does it need to make them happen for feel good helping actual Americans? You just have to create a social system where they feel good about it. These people are very simple animals. The moment that they get to feel good about doing something, then they'll just do it. These people will be supporting Hitler and turning in Jews in the 1940s. Okay? Like, this isn't like a... These people would be... They'd be catching runaway slaves and bringing them to your local fucking, sheriff so they can be sent back down to Alabama. They're not... These are not these morally good people that would have been helping Harriet Tubman on the Underground Railroad. They would have been helping capture the slaves. That's it. So all you need to do is change the social structure. That's all you have to do. And everything else will fall into place. How the fuck do you ignore fraud this rampant for 8 fucking years? Because they're afraid of going after it because it's called because it's racist. That's the reason why.
That money goes out the back.
It's pretty simple.
Investigators haven't released any details about what was found in yesterday's raid. The Office of the Inspector General said it will continue to investigate fraud in the program, saying child care fraud is especially egregious because in addition to exploiting taxpayer money, it harms the families and children.
Whatever happened to that?
Is intended to help.
Yep, you think Somalians are problems? It's to sound like people that have 10,000 a year? No, I think that you're right. Like, the Somalians, I don't really view that. Oh, here we go. Here's somebody.
Sure. So these were funds that were meant to go to help feed hungry people during the COVID pandemic, to help keep people in their homes who were at risk of homelessness. So first of all, if there is fraud there, that should be fully investigated, no matter.
No. The problem is that, and this is what a Karen does. A Karen will always cling to bureaucratic institutions of obfuscation to hide and deflect accountability. They're hiding inside of an infinite Russian nesting doll of layers of red tape, bureaucracy, rules, and different, expectations, systems, quotas, and everything. The reason why they do this is so nobody can ever really be held to a fault. These people do not need to investigate this. If that would have worked, it would have worked 20 years ago when this started.
Came back,
or where it is, whether it's in a Democratic-led state, a Republican-led state. I mean, let's pull back.
And also the investigations are used so they can basically kind of pause any sort of immediate action that's taken too. So they effectively, this is the same thing that people accuse the Trump administration of doing with the Epstein investigation, is they said that, well, they're just trying to investigate it again so they can hold off releasing the files and actually doing anything about it. You see, remember this? This was like literally a week ago. This is the reason why they want this, is it's another appeal to bureaucracy.
So absolutely it should be investigated. The question is, why is this a priority in a different kind of way? The politicization of the DOJ and the FBI is undeniable. So whether they are reliable narrators is the big question. And this is
well, if you really believe that, you wouldn't want an investigation.
This is what happens when you weaponize and politicize federal agencies.
I think we need to weaponize it more. Like, I don't think the problem was weaponization. I think it's that we're not weaponizing it.
That are not meant to be, we
don't do even nearly enough.
And I think the American people are right to ask the question, well, can we trust you? And that's a sad thing to say as an American.
That's been the case for like 50 years. People didn't trust the JFK assassination.
Recall, too, that there's also...
They weaponize the systems? Yes. Never be afraid to use a weapon on a person that would use against you.
Other scandals in other states, for example, the Mississippi welfare scandal. And this is not unique to politics. Americans know that. But of course, the other factor here is that because it looks like the Somali population in Minnesota, the Somali immigrant population may have been involved in some way.
Yes.
Those people are being scapegoated, and that community...
No, they're the ones doing it.
...is being scapegoated in a way that certainly serves the far right.
There it is, right? And this is the narrative that they try to push forward. And that's it. Would you classify trafficking as child trafficking and the use of children for the purpose of exploitation in various ways? It is a serious crime or violation of human rights. Would this classify as trafficking? Well, I mean, in my opinion, I don't really care what you call it. You just go after them however you can. Holding people accountable equals scapegoating? Well, this is what they do, right? And again, it's very, very common that stuff like this happens. And this is also, by the way, this is in Massachusetts. Look at this. Here we go.
Oh, wow. Oh, this is a nice facility.
I am doing a story on Holiday Inns in the area, and I just wanted to ask a few questions.
And I'm going to have to ask that you either stop recording or leave.
Oh, it's by Elliott Human Services.
Yeah.
This company I know, they charge $42 per meal from the taxpayer. What do you do for work here?
It's private property, you're trespassing.
Okay. Will you keep saying that?
You're trespassing. As soon as they say you're trespassing, you have to leave or
Okay.
you're arrested.
My name is John Featherston. I'm a former migrant shelter director in Massachusetts. I helped out in a couple different sites. Everything is free. I cannot stress the word everything is free. Everybody has a nice car. Most of them have nice cars.
How do they get these cars?
But when they have a doctor's appointment in Boston, or they have a immigration hearing in New Hampshire, which is an hour and a half away, you think they use their own car? Nope. They say, "Oh, I need an Uber. I need."
And until, here's the thing. This is what I want to do. People like this guy, they are the ones that need to be charged as co-conspirators and as collaborators in these crimes. You have to go after the individual people. You have to go after the security people, the people that are at the desks, the people that process the paperwork. You go absolutely scorched earth, Old Testament, no mercy, no exceptions. You go all the way on it. Lock them up. Yep, lock them up. They shouldn't have done it. Shouldn't have done it.
Is free. Everybody has a nice car. Most of them have nice cars. But when they have a doctor's appointment in Boston, or they have a
I'm just doing my job,
immigration
people. Yep.
hearing in New Hampshire, which is an hour and a half away, you think they use their own car? Nope. They say, "Oh, I need an Uber. I need a Lyft."
How much is given for rides for Uber and Lyft?
The amount of money that we would spend on Ubers and Lyfts was well in excess of $100.
Some kid that's just trying to make their fucking minimum wage. You want me to send it? You want me to bring him up on charges? Yeah, I do. I do. Absolutely. Because it sets an example. It sets an example that is so brutal and so extreme that it will scare the fucking shit out of anybody else that even considers thinking about doing this. Absolutely. I'm not doing it despite the fact that it's brutal. I'm doing it because it's brutal. That's the entire reason why you do it. That's the point. You have to do that. Yeah, yeah, exactly. And by the way, if you don't do that, it doesn't work. What if he gives up someone higher? Yeah, then I would be okay with that. If they scapegoat each other, and then, I'd be fine with that.
And Lyft.
The amount of money that we would spend on Ubers and Lyfts was well in excess of $100,000.
Ubers and Lyft are $100,000? That's insane. Oh my God.
A month, yeah. As good as Lyft and Uber had it, Amazon had it 10 times better.
Wow.
And how's that? How did Amazon work into this?
Every day I would order tens of thousands of dollars worth of product from Amazon every single day.
Yep.
7 days a
week. Can you see how these fake economic numbers like GDP are being artificially inflated by these, basically entire parasite systems and miniature economies that go into defrauding the taxpayer and reallocating American tax dollars to foreign invaders? Do you see this?
One day I would do a huge diaper delivery, and the next day I would do a formula delivery. The next day I would buy, toothbrushes, and hair dryers, and combs, and strollers. Anything that they needed, they got.
Now, as I continued my way around the shelter, I noticed this school bus.
That is free daycare provided to the shelter.
Wow, that's great.
Wow. Okay, so every day they take the kids to a daycare center?
No, they come there and provide daycare right on site there.
Oh, right on site.
It's mind-boggling, isn't it? As the hotel got overtaken by migrant families, there was not enough capacity, and there were fights breaking out over washers.
They're fighting over washers and dryers. Oh boy.
dryers.
Yep.
So the state contracted this company to come in 5 days a week and do everybody's laundry.
So we have the state paying to do their laundry because they keep fighting over the washers and dryers. Wow. That's amazing.
You put your laundry out by 7 o'clock, it's back by 5 o'clock, and it all comes back folded in these nice bags.
That's nice.
And it's
I should get
free,
that.
or the taxpayers of Massachusetts pay for it. And, you know...
That's crazy.
The media wants to make it...
If you don't make an example of these people, it'll continue to get worse. It will. It will. And again, I don't have any animosity towards the migrants that are taking advantage of this. I know that might seem odd to you, and if you're angry at them, I can see why. But who I really have my animosity towards are the other Americans and the other citizens here that have sold us out so they can feel good. Those are the real traitors. Like, the migrants are just simply acting in their own best interest. These other people are acting against our best interests. Those are the people that we need to hold accountable.
Like most of the residents are escaping, you know, the horrors of Haiti. But they go, well, you know, I was in Chile.
You know they won't do anything? What does it take for them to actually do something? Here is what I think it needs to happen. I think every single person who is against this needs to tell the Republican Party, because I think they're the ones that are really going to put a stop to this, if anybody does, that if you don't deliver results and you don't have a actionable plan that is already, if you haven't already deported at least half of these people by the time the 2028 election happens, stay home.
Yeah, what?
You're going to lose.
John, I just went down.
Because the moment that I think random voters think that it's okay, well, you know what? Yeah, it's pretty bad, but that's okay. It's okay that it's bad because, you know, well, the other way would be worse. Do not allow yourself to be trapped in between, ping-ponging between the lesser of two evils as you slowly lose more and more of your self-respect and your dignity. Another bad take like yesterday? Absolutely not. I am an accelerationist. I think that if the Republicans refuse to take decisive, direct, and extreme action, then we should let the Democrats win and let them take over and continue making things worse until the public realizes that the decisive, direct, and extreme action is necessary. That's what I think we should do. Let it burn down. Let it burn down until people realize that there's a fire. It'll never happen. It will. Why should we pay taxes anymore? I don't like this. Why don't I like this idea? So lose it all in one go? Yes. Yes, absolutely. And let me explain why. Because they play on your fear. They play on your fear of the unknown. They play on your fear of the uncertainty of any sort of, oh, well, this is, well, it could get a little bit better. It could be 1% better. And then it'll get 10% worse, and it'll get 1% better, then 10% worse, then 1% better. No, that won't work. Of course it'll work. And also, even if it won't work, here's the best way to look at it. What is the incentive for them to do what you want if they've already got your vote? Really, think about that logically. Why should they do something that you want them to do if you're already going to vote for them? Logically, the only other way for them to get any other votes is for them to appeal to people that are doing things that you don't want. See, you don't understand. A lot of people don't understand leverage. This is the only leverage that we really have, is just not voting. And unless you're willing to let it burn down, you will lose. And I will give you an example. The Democrats, I think, successfully did this. They did. They successfully did this with the Israel-Palestine-Gaza conflict. The overwhelming majority of Democrat senators have openly and very plainly moved away from supporting Israel, and they have moved directly in the direction of Palestine. And one of the reasons why is because a lot of Democratic voters stayed home in 2024 because Kamala Harris would not condemn Israel. It worked. And they'll win in 2026? Exactly. And do you know why? Because it got worse for them. You don't think voting's already been compromised? Well, LMAO, yeah, that's the reason. That's a big reason. Yeah, it was. Pull me up? Sure. Pull me up. Get the fuck out of here. Shut up. Shut up. You're fucking annoying. You're fucking annoying. You want me like, oh wow, please, like let give me attention. I need my special attention. No, why don't you call the fucking day? It's not gonna happen. I don't believe in the don't vote method. I feel like that just gives more power to the people that will vote no matter what. I don't know what you mean by that.
For 10 years after the the earthquake in Haiti. And you're like, what? So you didn't leave Haiti like this year? No, I left 10 years ago and I went to Chile. And then they made us work. So then we went to Brazil and we were content in Brazil. And then I'm like, well, why'd you come to America? Well, we came to America because Joe Biden told us everything was free.
Oh, that's pretty easy. Yeah, how about that? So yeah, and Polak got what he wanted. Yeah, he did. And that's why it's called, yeah. And do you think Kamala what do you think Kamala would have done as president? Probably just more the same of what Biden did, right? I mean, that's generally what I would assume more than anything else. We're going to find this. Oh, there are 539 child care centers in Washington state that list Somali as their primary language. Many don't even give a street address. Oh, man. How about that, guys?
You have on that yet?
Oh boy, here we go. Yeah, no, it's happening everywhere. It's not like it's in one place. It's everywhere this is happening in. I mean, do you really think that Minnesota has like, is there something in the water that makes people scammers there? There's over 4K daycares in Boston. That's not the point of not voting. If you aren't going to get the vote, you're going to lose and do better. It gets when you do your vote. Stop blindly voting for people who aren't going to change anything. Yeah, I don't think that's what they should do either. What's the end game of not voting? The end game of not voting is to create a situation where people that know that they're going to be able to, that people feel like they have to perform actions and they have to do what you want in order for you to vote for them. The end goal of that is to make the people that you would vote for do what you want. And unless you're willing to sacrifice a lot, they won't really do that because it's hard to do. It's annoying. Having to explain this is crazy. Yeah, you need the leverage. That'll never happen. Of course it'll happen. It's very easy to do this. The thing is, you don't need to convince 52% of America to do this, or 51%. You need to convince 3%. Elections are usually won by like a few million people. It's not like Trump blew Kamala Harris out and it was like a fucking, 80% Trump. No, it was like 52 or 53%, right? Something like that, 51%. So you don't need to change a massive amount of people. You just need to change enough people to change the outcome of the election. A lot of people didn't vote. Yeah, exactly. No more free votes. Yeah, no more free votes. I like that. That's a good idea. Or are people willingly fuck themselves over just to make a point when they have a lot of problems? Not a very reasonable argument. Because a lot of problems that they have are because they wouldn't fuck themselves over earlier, and they chose the lesser of two evils so many times that it manifested a greater evil. That's the reason why. That's why we're in such debt. Yep. That's right, fake ballots, toss out the other side's ballots into ditches again. Well, then there's no point in voting anyway. Either way, there's no point in voting. Don't you think the segment of Democrats who didn't vote were the more extreme voters, though? The normies will still vote for the lesser of two evils? Yeah, of course. That's why I was saying you don't need to... Of course you're not going to change everybody's mind. course not. In Minnesota, voters can vouch for 8 other people. Yeah, I know that. I know, it's so ridiculous. Enough people will never wake up to realize the simple fact that we have the power of the government to work for us. We just need an organized system to keep the hamster wheel up. Yeah, I agree with you. I totally do. So cut off the finger to save an arm? Yeah, exactly. Yeah, it's exactly what I'm saying. And if you don't cut off the finger to save the arm, the finger will slowly rot the arm and the rest of the body. That's what happens. Eventually, you do have to make a decision. So 539 childcare centers that are Somalian as primary language. I'm sure all of these are going to happen. What is this here? Bro, shut the fuck up. You're literally rich. You can afford for America to fall apart. You are no different than a white liberal with security housing voting to defund the police. Okay, sure. I mean, if you disagree with that and you want to see that and you think that voting for J.D. Vance is going to make things better and it's going to improve your life, then go ahead and do it. But I don't think that's what's going to happen. I think it's just going to be a slow rot, and you're going to look back 5 or 10 years from now, and you're going to think to yourself, wow, all I did by voting is make my life worse. I think that's what's going to happen. Yeah, I mean, and again, you can make that decision yourself. Charged 98 individuals in relation to fraud in Minnesota. More than 60 have pled guilty or have been convicted. More to come. This is over time. There's no way you did all of this in 24 or 48 hours. This is bullshit. I wouldn't take it seriously. All of the content creators from FaZe have left the org. Like, Ronald.
I got another one earlier. Actually, yeah, no, I got another one. So I got a question. If you already got the pirate token 75, next would probably be Go into the east side. I'm gonna get into my other ship. Finish app.
Low, I think that's their currency. Look at all this. Iran's out of water. Sounds like a problem. Holy shit. This guy is the most popular candidate to take over Iran, but he does not have a majority of the Iranian support. He has like 30-40%. Look at all that. Company's economic situation only get worse? Yeah, true. Their biggest city's out of water? What the fuck? That's insane. Fuck the Islamic Republic of Iran, but do we really need another king? Sure, if the guy does a good job. Gives a shit. Call it whatever you want. I just don't want to build nukes. Jesus. Their country's literally dying. He said dry. He said drying. Well, good for him, man. So we got even more of this here. Compatriots taking the streets in your own hands. Iranian people rise up. And this is obviously Israel wants them to rise up too. I think it would be beneficial for Israel very clearly. I mean, obviously it would be. What is this here? Chanting "Long live the Shah" on Iranian streets never happened for decades. People were scared. Now they're not. Wow. Holy shit. Jesus. So it looks like night falls on Iran. People are in the streets. Nobody's scared anymore. Well, this is generally how like authoritarian military regimes fall. Now, I thought this was going to happen maybe 6 months ago. I think very clearly like they are circling the drain. Like it's not a matter of if, but when. Is this when? I don't know if this is going to be when or not. But it sure looks pretty bad for him. How much dissent do you think is being propped up by foreign intelligence? I've never met somebody in Iran who supported the government. I'll just say that. I've never met a single chatter, a viewer, anybody whenever I was covering the Iran war. Every single one of them hated the government. I think that's something that's worth considering. iDubbbz? I said from Iran, not from Connecticut. I'm sure there's plenty of white people from Connecticut that think the Ayatollah is amazing. But I'm talking about real, actual Iranians. Entire Iranians have shut down the market's bizarre non-productive regime, calling the Shah to return. Yeah, I wonder why. Holy shit. You have to also keep in mind that, like, doing this in Iran is like, this isn't like the No Kings protest here in the United States. Every single person that's on that street is putting their life on the line. They're doing that because they have an oppressive, fundamentalist, religious, psycho, military dictatorship, basically, or regime. I think that's better to say. Like, these people are genuine patriots for their country. They deserve as much respect and support as you can possibly give them. You have so many fans in Iran, and Iranians think your base is fuck? Yeah, I mean, the thing is, like, everybody can see the videos. We can see the way it used to be over there. And, I mean, the truth is that, like, Iran is like a massive destabilizing force in the Middle East. It seems like the majority of these other terrorist organizations, whether it's Hezbollah or Hamas, are being funded indirectly by Iran. So if you can control and stop Iran and make sure that Iran isn't supporting those people, you can also indirectly stop the terrorist organizations. And then also, from the other direction, from stopping the pipeline, Iran is sometimes being funded and helped by Russia or by China. So you remove Russian and China influence if you can make sure that Iran is an ally to America. I want to trade with Iran. I think this is a good thing. I think we should try to make sure as soon as this is over, we should be helping Iran. I'm fine even sending them money after this because I want to make sure that this country isn't destabilized. I want to make sure that, like, basically, because you got to keep in mind, like, so inside of Islam, I mean, Islam is the same as Christianity, which is the same as everything else. There are groups of people that disagree with each other, right? Iran has a different Muslim sect than, let's say, Saudi Arabia does. Saudi Arabia is Sunni Muslims and Iran is Shia Muslims. The majority of Muslims, my understanding, are Sunni, and Shia is like a minority group. And so basically, I mean, if you can get these people to just kind of at least not bomb each other and not destabilize the region, this will save us. I'm not even kidding you. This will save American taxpayers and everything, because you also have to look at the geography too. You look at, let me see here, world map. And where is it? Lock, where is it here? If I show you right here, you can see that Iran actually there is a ton of water here that Iran is involved with. And so they have a massive waterfront right there. So if we can help them and be able to work with these people, yeah, hundreds of billions, yeah, like hundreds of miles, I'm assuming, right? I don't know if it's that big, but like it's a lot of waterfront. And so that's it. Zoom, yeah, the big picture. Let me see if I can show you. Maps of the world, okay. Or is it, yeah. Can I click on this? Oh, okay, let me, Iran map, okay. Well, I guess you can see it right here. So you can see right here, this is the place that they were trying to block out as well. And so you can see very clearly, this is Tehran, this is their capital right here. And go to Google Maps. Well, I can just show you this, right? I mean, I guess maybe it's a better map. I don't know if I can find a better one. Sorry, it's like I didn't expect that a map would be annoying for me to find. But it seems like there is a little bit of it. So it's great waterfront property? Well, it unironically is. I mean, you're totally right. Let me see, can I go back? Yeah, here it is. So if you click at this, you can see all this waterfront, right? And like, so there's the UAE right there, Saudi Arabia, Kuwait. So if you're able to make this region right here, look how big this region is. If you are able to make this region not a PvP server, think about how much less money we have to spend worrying about people getting blown up. This is a massive benefit for America if we can make sure that this place isn't a shithole. Like, we will be saving hundreds, probably collectively over like the next decades of this happening, hundreds of billions of dollars, at least tens of billions of dollars doing this. And there's also, you have to keep in mind, it's not just us saving the money, it's Saudi Arabia saving the money. China generally trades with them, so it's probably not that big of a deal for them. But there are all of these other countries that are also trading back and forth here. Well, those costs get ultimately put on the consumer. or stay the fuck out of the Middle East. I feel like it's easy to say that, but when, and this is the problem, like, I would agree with you about staying the fuck out of the Middle East, but I don't think that that's feasible to completely do. And also, I don't even agree, like, so this is another big thing, is that unless Iran poses a direct military threat to America, I don't think that we should do anything militarily to stop them. Like, we shouldn't go and, like, blow up the Ayatollah. We shouldn't go and destroy, like, this has to be something that their people do. I don't agree that we should go and solve this problem for them. They need to solve this problem for themselves. Because if we solve it for them, we're going to have the same problem that we had in 1979. The guy that we put in 1953 got kicked out then. They have to make the decision for themselves. They have to figure out their own self-governance, right? I mean, that's what America's all about, absolutely. So it's that's my opinion on it. That's what I think they should do. So does the South, including Texas, still have plentiful oil reserves available? We have a lot of oil reserves, but as far as I know, there's other things that we get from Iran. I don't know every trade export from Iran. I'm sorry. But my point is very clearly, can you see how strategically advantageous Iran is? Iran should be probably like a top 20 GDP country in the world. With how close they are to these other places, they should be a top 20 GDP country in the world. They are incredibly well educated. They used to be incredibly well educated. You know, this is a very big country. It's a nice place. Like, there's no reason it should be a shithole. It's the same as Venezuela. Venezuela used to be the 4th richest country in the world. Now it's a shithole. Guy got kicked out in 1953. Line's over. His Pahlavi family lives off in the largest of Israelis support him. Money. Raza Pahlavi is such an incompetent, corrupt moron. Even the most hardline Shah loyalists do not support him. I don't know about that. I mean, I hear, like, I've seen the polls, and the polls don't show what you're saying. But, I mean, again, like, if you have unique insight because you know people there or you live there, then, I mean, obviously, you know, I don't have that. But what I do have is what I've seen. Shah's corrupt? Well, it's not about, the thing is, the Shah is not the point. The point is the people deserve the ability to govern themselves and to be able to determine their own fate, rather than have it be determined by a fundamentalist, militaristic, psychotic religious organization. That's the main thing that has to happen. I don't give a shit about who's doing it. It's their decision on who's doing it, not ours. But it's pretty clear that they're not picking these guys. Look at this here. I would say what this reminds me of, but apparently nothing happened in 1989. Nothing happened. It's crazy. Nothing at all. Yeah, I forgot. So, Tehran's state in a state of emergency. Yeah, here we go. I'm joining me. Holy shit. Oh my god. With all due respect, why are you okay with so much money potentially going there, but not Israel? Because I think that the amount of money, like, Israel is already on our side. It's not destabilized. It's not trying to blow us up. Well, except for the USS Liberty. But besides that, they're not really trying to blow us up. It's an investment. I view investing in Iran, making sure that they're able to have a good transition and not be taken over by another militaristic group, as a long-term investment in ensuring free and good trade in that area. That's the reason why. We've already locked down Israel. We've already given them billions of dollars. We don't need to, wait, maybe we should give it to somebody else. Al Azman? No, it makes perfect sense. You're diversifying your investments? Yeah, exactly. Yeah, everybody should do that. Israel will help Iran? Well, yeah. You want to fight through wars? No, you didn't listen to what I said. You're not listening to what I'm saying.
They're a seal. That is seal.
I've seen enough. More money to Israel. 10 million more to Israel. There's another one right there. And I'll see if there's a video about this. I don't know if it's any good or not, but I'll pull it up and at least watch part of it, okay? And apparently this has been, It seems like this has been building up to like a fever pitch. Look at all this. For Iran without a Shah, without accountability?
You have to rub your eyes to believe that these images have really come out of Iran in recent days.
Oh my God. The big surprise to me about this, and one of the reasons, this might sound bad, one of the reasons that I'm concerned that this won't lead to anything is because Iran hasn't turned off the internet. That's a big reason. Because like they did that before whenever they were in the war. And so, like, if it was really that bad and they were really worried about losing power, they will. Yeah, I think if they turn off the internet, then I feel like, okay, now shit got real. They will within 24 hours. Do you see what my point is, though? We hear more and more people, young people who are fleeing the country. This is a very strong indicator. True.
But even more, we need to focus on this dramatic documentation and listen carefully to the words being said courageously here by a police captain against the Ayatollah regime.
Holy shit. So they even have people that are in the police that are against this? We're waiting for the appointed day to stand by the people against the oppressive government. Oh my God. This cruel criminal child murdering regime.
Just another chapter, or could that potentially start the collapse of the Iranian regime in Tehran?
I really hope this is the beginning of the end. In Iran, we have two types of different army. We have the IRGC and we have the Artish. The Artish is the normal army. Already many people from the Artish have risen up.
The IRGC,
so we need
that's
a combination of that. And we also need the
army,
third piece, and the most important piece, I would say, is the strong opposition. People that are willing to come back and take control of power and make sure it's a smooth transition.
Yeah.
And hopefully that will happen within
iDubbbz will say they're lying. Yeah, don't show this video to iDubbbz.
Of an exiled opposition. And what you see here is no longer rare. Police officers, members of the security apparatus, soldiers speaking openly about rebellion and desertion.
That's insane.
It's the voice of the other Iran that wants change.
They have turned the internet off throughout this. I think they're using Starlink. Yeah, I mean, again, like another example, like how it's crazy to me that like these like weird fat liberal Karens in America are talking about how Elon Musk is stupid. Meanwhile, he's the reason why Ukraine was able to have internet whenever they were getting killed by Russia. And also Iranians and these other people were able to have internet after their government intentionally shuts it off to stop them from uprising against them. Massive. Gigantic. Like, think about how big that is. It's just insane. You think it's a coup? I don't know. I'm sure there's people that want it to be one. Trying to take power, sure.
In Iran and in Israel, they see in them a key player in the next confrontation hovering in the air.
One's burned by boiling water, one is even wary of cold. Oh, it's a good metaphor.
מי שהוקש על ידי נחש מפחד מכבל בצבע שחור ולבן. זה המקבילה הישראלית לנכווה ברותחין נזהר בצוננים. המשטר האיראני נכווה חזק מאוד במלחמת 12 הימים, ולכן הוא ייזהר מאוד היום בצוננים. ולכן אנחנו לקראת עימות מאוד מאוד משמעותי שהוא מבין שהשרידות שלו על הפרק.
He's saying that basically it's very hard for them to consolidate and like understand and get back together with Israel because they just had that war recently. Makes sense.
First time since the Iranian Revolution. Yeah. It's unclear.
I mean, it has to. The thing is, it has to be them that doesn't. Like, Israel can't make this happen. America can't make this happen. If we do, it's going to fall apart. It might not fall apart now. It'll fall apart in 5 years.
What will happen first? The confrontation or the collapse of the regime?
Probably both. This motherfucker had a gray beard when I was 5. To be fair, there's another guy that looked pretty similar to him that he took over from.
30-40 שנה אומרים שהאזרח האיראני
ושואל, עומד קוג'אס, איפה התקווה? איפה התקווה היום?
Lack of hope for the Iranian people is the main thing, in my opinion.
זה הפער הכי גדול
The
שיש
biggest
לנו
gap
היום
we have in
באיראן.
Iran. Yeah,
העם
exactly.
האיראני הוא
Very bad.
למוד
Let's call it experience with
רע
protest.
מאוד.
The Iranian people have a very bad, let's call it experience with protests. That's one way to say it. Yeah?
נקרא לזה מין מחאות. אנחנו מסתכלים על 2009.
This confirms iDubbbz is just spreading lies. Oh, there's nothing more insidious and disgusting than these white liberals in America that try to sweep for these Islamic fundamentalist freaks just because they're non-white and their culture is non-Western, and they view it as like basically any culture that is non-Western, criticizing it as a Westerner, we're supposed to just assume that their culture is better. And you can see the Iranians are protesting against this themselves. Because there's a reason why, like, really, I mean, these people can't even voice they can't even voice their dissent. Iranians are white. I mean, the thing is that not everybody, in a lot of these countries, there isn't like one skin color. Like, it's the same as like people here in the US. Like, there's white people that have darker skin and brighter skin too. There's some of them that do look white. Yeah, sure.
בספטמבר 22 מחאות מסע המיני, מחאות החיג'אב, הכל היה שם.
I mean, there's a spectrum with everything.
לא היה גב מהקהילה הבינלאומית, בעיקר האמריקאית, שתבוא ותגיד, אנחנו רוצים שהמשטר הזה ייפול. כולם שואלים, איך יכול להיות שעוד לא, שהעם לא יוצא לרחובות? רוצה לומר שפחד ורע וקשה הוא משתק. הוא לא מניע לפעולה. תקווה מניעה לפעולה.
המתקפה הצבאית בוא תבוא, כי איראן כמו בעצם שור שצריך לחסום אותו בדישו, אבל ככל שיעבור הזמן. תעלה שוועתה של החברה האיראנית השמיימה. מסביב יהום הסער, כי אנחנו יודעים שמדינות...
You have to keep in mind that this is somebody from Israel, right? And like it's in their best interest that Iran is deposed, right? The current, you know, like leadership there is deposed. But yeah. Ethnically, Iranians are considered Caucasian. Well, I mean, like, the thing is, look, I mean, people, like, you really think that people in Europe and the Middle East and China and all these areas weren't fucking each other for, like, thousands of years? Of course they've been doing that. Duh. So, like, it's not, like, it's not a perfect fucking binary, this one or the other one. I've been doing this for many times, many years.
החברות במזרח התיכון לא תזלנה דמעה אם המשטר הזה ייפול. נדמה לי ש-2026 תוכל להמציא לנו את הדברים בצורה אחרת ממה שהכרנו בעבר.
Is that true?
The electricity and water crisis in Iran brings new traffic jams of life. And between the parking lots and buses that turn into
So nobody can even get water now over there? Oh my God. The last tweet of the Chinese embassy? Yeah, let me look at that after this.
Moments of protest are born that we haven't seen since the Islamic Revolution.
So how accurate is the picture we see from the outside? How serious is the situation right now?
This moment in time, $1 equals 130,000 tomans. Or
$1 is... What in the fucking Zimbabwe bullshit is this? $1 is 1.3 million reals? Bro, this is Zimbabwe level inflation. This is crazy. I'm rich, bitch. We're all billionaires now.
1,300,000 reals. So imagine you go to work all day, you cannot even buy one egg at the end of the day for you.
What the fuck?
To eat. So I don't
no
know
wonder
how
they're
the people
mad.
in Iran survive, honestly.
I really encourage the international community and the Iranian people to be brave and rise up and overthrow this Islamic Republic. That's what I want.
Political analyst born in Iran who took part in the Trump campaign in the elections, is important to emphasize the difference between the Iranian people and the cruel regime.
Yeah, of course.
They've been brainwashed like majority of the world. And I'm here to say, look, that is not true. Israel is not your enemy. They haven't committed the genocide. They have been defending themselves. People in Iran have realized that Israel is actually their only friend in the region. So I hope that the Iranian people wake up and just to tell them, to give them that confidence that Israel is not your enemy. Israel done what you could never do. Make Khamenei go and hide in a bunker like a rat. So
it's another one of those AI videos that they made of each other. No, the thing is, like, Israel, like, I think there's an element of truth to this, and there's also, like, very clearly a spin that they're putting on it. And so, like, and this is an interview, it's in Tel Aviv, and so, like, you have to keep all that in mind. I don't think that average, like, are these people, like, are there differences irreconcilable? I don't think so. Like, it doesn't seem like it. Most people's differences are not. You can generally make do with other people, even if they're very different than you.
be thankful and let's finish the job together. Yeah.
התפיסה היום של הצעירים באיראן זה מלחמת האור נגד החושך. הם מתחברים למה שהיה לפני 2000 שנה, לדריוש.
Huge fan, everyone in Iran has so much international sanctions are a huge factor in economic collapse. Yeah, I know. I mean, that's the reason, like, I would say that's the main reason why they're having problems is that 1 USD is 42,000 riyals. It's only 42,000. Guys, this was a week ago. The video came out.
מה שאתה אומר זה שהתערבות חיצונית היא זאת שצריכה להדליק את הניצוץ. בסוף הגלישה הזאת ואולי מהפכה, זה חייב לבוא מבפנים.
אם מישהו היה אומר לנו לפני מלחמת 12 הימים, שישראל תפציץ, ולא יצא בן אדם אחד לרחובות, ואפילו יתפתח סנטימנט אנטי-ישראלי, צריך לומר בכנות,
I'm sure. I don't know. I think this is like more spin, to be honest. I bet there are a lot of people in Iran that probably hate Israel because Israel bombed them. Like, it's pretty simple. Like, it's yeah. I mean, I could see that happening, but like, there's kind of two things at play here.
זו הייתה אכזבה. האמירה של טראמפ תוך כדי המלחמה הזאת הייתה אמירה מפורשת שלא מעוניינים בהחלפת משטר. גמרה את העניין.
זה לא סתם שישראל לא עשתה כפה בראשו ולא הלכה על הצמרת של המשטר האיראני. איזו חלופה היום יש באיראן?
החלופה זה שאלת השאלות, האפשרות של הנהגה פנימית שלא רואים כזאת. האשה, הגולה, אני חושב שהוא בהחלט יכול להוות אלטרנטיבה לתקופת מעבר.
אם מתוך החברה, למשל פעילי זכויות אדם שתמיד נמצאים שם וכל פעולה שלהם יכולה להפוך.
Keep in mind, instead of investing in water plants to handle the crazy drought, the regime is throwing hundreds of billions of dollars to build thousands of missiles to launch at Israel and to give their proxies. Yeah, do you know why they're doing that? It's because they're a bunch of retarded psychos. That's the reason why. Like, I mean, yeah, obviously that's what's going on.
אמרנו לכדור שלג. אם אנשים שבסופו של דבר יגיעו למקום שבו הם אומרים אינני יכול יותר ופשוט יקריבו את עצמם על מזבח המאבק עם המשטר, הסיטואציה היא מהפכנית, אבל מהפכה זה לא בהכרח דבר שיכול לקרות מחר.
אני מייחל ומתפלל ליום הזה של לראות את העם האיראני עומד ברחובות, לבוש לבן, מתחבק ושר שירים של תקווה ושל אור, ומתחיל עידן חדש.
Man, well, and he's burning their fucking papers. Oh my God. Well, I think this is great. Obviously, I mean, again, this does seem like it's kind of a I-24. What does I stand for? Does it stand for Israel? I don't know. But either way, you know, it's very clear that this video had a pretty strong bias. I wouldn't take it super seriously, but at the same time, I do think that, you know, like, I think it's pretty clear. I mean, like, all of these different protests and everything can't just be happening for no reason. I mean, there's maybe a spin that they put on it, but regardless of that spin, it sure seems like there's a lot of people that are out there doing it anyway. So, yeah, and I-24 is an Israeli news channel. Yeah, let me see if it is or not. I-24 news. What isn't? What? Oh, what country is I-24 news from? No way! No way! It's from Israel! What a surprise! I would have never guessed that all of the people that are talking about everything in the context of Israel are Israel. So again, very important to keep that in mind. Now, I agree that probably, like, there is, again, there's, it's not like everything they were saying is lying, but it is better to see this right here. The revolution will not be televised. It'll be posted on X. That does seem to be the case. And, wow. I'm just looking at a few more of these comments here.
Uprising in Iran has now escalated in Tehran,
This is from
the
today.
capital, and of course in a number of other cities as well. We're going to give you guys the live coverage. The lion has risen. The Persian lion has risen. They are back on the streets. The Iranian regime have now brought in the Arab forces from Iraq, Syria, Lebanon, and other countries to do a crackdown on their own people, mostly because of the
that'll go very well.
Recent defections from the regime to the revolution. Now, let me give you guys all the videos that we are receiving live as we speak. We got our sources in Iran, and there is a lot to cover. Of course, we're going to get your reaction in the live chat.
He's
There is
Iranian,
already
by the way?
somebody.
I mean,
I can bring this on for you guys in the live chat.
Is there any
Someone
more
says,
of this?
I am an Iranian.
Let me just move forward and see if there's any more of the videos here. But yeah, it seems like there's a lot of people that are out in the street mad. Seen a couple of expos claiming students protesting in the University of Tehran have been barricaded in by the university by the regime's forces. What the fuck? God damn. What the fuck? Yeah. No, I haven't seen that at all. So this is the final battle. Wow. Well, I mean, it's hard to say. I guess we'll probably know more about what's going to happen in like the next couple of days or so. But, you know, this is kind of what I've said before, is that with a lot of these instances, I think that basically like nothing happens until everything happens. And I think that really it's going to look like nothing's happening until eventually like everything just falls apart.
25 blueprint fragment.
Seems like the Iranian people protest a lot. This seems like pretty status quo to me.
No, I just
We'll
found
see.
it from the frickin' yes.
Yeah, we saw this part before. Would you look at the time? This is like 6 hours ago, 4 hours ago, right? And so, yeah, I mean, I think we're going to have to give it another couple of days to see what's going to happen. And then we'll have a better understanding of like kind of what to expect. But let me go back. I'll pull up these other ones too. They have to build a bigger military on their side. They can win. I mean, maybe, right? IRGC, Iran's IRGC intelligence units are now sending warning text messages directly to citizens. The message sent to citizens in Tehran warns people to not attend illegal gatherings and urges them to stay away from protests and stay away from protests, a move. Okay, sorry. There should be a comma there. Stay away from protests, a move widely seen as a deepening panic inside of security apparatus. Direct mass texting by security agencies is typically only used when street control is failing and authorities are attempting emergency psychological deterrence. This is a clear indicator the regime has entered a defensive and reactive phase in response to expanding public global mobilization. Wow. I don't know what that means, but it probably means please stop. Please stop. No, no, no. Please go home. We can't deal with this.
For a new challenge, I'm going to play Kenshi as the weakest character in the entire game.
And so I just want to thank you for spending time. I know you're going to be over here for a couple of days, and maybe we'll be surprising us on New Year's Eve. That'll be fine.
Oh, thank you.
And it's wonderful seeing you and Sarah and your whole group. Very talented group. We've done very good work together, and it'll continue. So thank you very much, baby.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, Mr. President. Thank you.
All right. He out of breath? Yeah, it
that,
sounds like it. Yeah, but anyway, let's see.
I have to say that
in addition to what I said, that we've never had a friend, even close, a friend, as President Trump in the White House.
Wow.
I think he's been extraordinary in his friendship and his support for Israel, his principled positions.
They have matching clothes.
His willingness to just cut through and get to the essence of things.
That's cute.
And I don't say that as a compliment. I just mean it. People have heard me say that behind your back, Mr. President, many times. But I want to say something else. I think we have a partnership, if I can quote you, second to none. I think it's allowed us to do enormous things. You know, people said there was a different conception at one time, which means that America can advance its interest in the Middle East if it opens a lot of daylight between it and Israel. And President Trump has done the exact opposite. He's achieved remarkable things in the Middle East.
Yes.
Because we work together. We talk about our ideas. Sometimes we have different ideas, but we work it out. And most of the time we see eye to eye. But it's been a remarkable experience, and this was a very, very productive meeting. And may I say, a very good lunch. Thank you. Thank you for your friendship.
Thank you very much, baby.
And thank you for your support. It's meant from the heart.
Thank you.
Trump must have really done something
he's
good
been
for
a
him.
wartime prime minister, and we were.
I wonder what Trump said he'd do.
Was a wartime
They're gonna
president
kiss?
in
Yeah,
more
bro, this is
places
kinda
than just
gay.
Israel, if you think about it, but
Are they gay?
Israel was a big factor, and we're with you, and we'll continue to be with you. And a lot of good things are happening in the Middle East. We have peace in the Middle East, and we're going to try and keep it that way. I think we will be very successful in keeping it that way. And you've been a great friend, and I've been a great friend to you and to Israel, and it's been my honor. And the award that I was given was really surprising and very much appreciated.
Well, President Trump has broken so many conventions to the surprise of people, and then they figure out, oh, well, maybe, he was right after all. So we decided to break a convention too, or create a new one.
Which one? The
And
Geneva Convention?
That is to award the Israel Prize, which in almost our 80 years, we've never awarded it to a non-Israeli. And we're going to award it this year to President Trump. This was announced formally over lunch by our Minister of Education, who's responsible for the Israel Prize.
Yeah.
It's going to be awarded to President Donald J. Trump for his tremendous contributions
he's getting the
to
Israel Prize?
and the Jewish people.
Wow.
I think it's such a fitting thing, and it would honor us, obviously, Mr. President, if you could visit Israel in that occasion on our Independence
They're calling
Day.
him the top goy?
But I have to say that this reflects the
true?
overwhelming sentiment of Israelis across the spectrum. They appreciate what you've done to help Israel and to help our common battle against the terrorists and those who would destroy our civilization. So
I heard about them.
Again, that's an expression of thanks and appreciation.
Thank you, baby, very much. That really is a great honor. Any questions, please? We'll go pretty quickly because pretty much we agree on most of the things, and you would know what most of those things are. Please, go ahead.
Thank you, Mr. President. I'd like to know if you and the Prime Minister talked about having Israel pull back its troops before Hamas fully disarms. I know that's been an issue. Did you push for that today?
Well, we talked about Hamas, and we talked about disarmament. And they're going to be given a very short period of time to disarm.
Or what?
And we'll see how that works out. Steve Witkoff and Jared Kushner will be in charge of that from our side. But if they don't disarm, as they agreed to do, they agreed to it, and then they'll be held to pay for them. And we don't want that. We're not looking for that. But they have to disarm within a fairly short period of time.
Israel withdrawing its forces?
Well, that's a separate subject. We'll talk about that.
Mr. President?
Yes.
Mr. President, did you have a message for the Prime Minister about the West Bank? And are you at all concerned that Israeli settler violence, could be undermining the peace plan?
Well, we have had a discussion, big discussion for a long time on the West Bank. And I wouldn't say we agree on the West Bank 100%. But we will come to a conclusion
That's a
on the
lot.
West Bank. Well, I don't want to do that. It'll be announced at an appropriate time. But he will do the right thing. I know that. I know him very well. He will do the right thing. Yes.
There was
growing fear of a confrontation between Israel and Turkey. How are you going to ease this tension given the fact that President Erdogan calls Mr. Netanyahu Hitler and compares Israel to the Nazis?
Well, I know President Erdogan very well, and as you all know, he's a very good friend of mine. And
didn't he put people
I believe
in jail?
That, and I do respect him, and Bibi respects him.
Asshole.
And they're not going to have a problem.
Okay.
They're not going to have a problem. I know him very
So
well.
there's not going to be any problems.
And
Well,
you've
that's good.
seen me do things with President Erdogan and Turkey that nobody else could have done. We're not going to have a problem. He's done a fantastic job. I'm with him all the way. I'm with Bibi all the way. Nothing's going to happen.
Okay, nothing's going to happen.
Are you concerned that Israel is not moving quickly enough to phase 2 of the peace plan?
Well, I'm not concerned about.
They're really
anything that
shitting on
Israel's
Israel.
doing. I'm concerned
That's
about
crazy.
what other people are doing or maybe aren't doing.
3 negative
But
questions.
I'm not concerned. They've lived up to the plan. They're strong. They're solid. And sometimes they don't understand when somebody violates something.
These questions, yeah.
You want to give them a second chance. Well, we'll give them a couple of second chances. But no, Israel's lived up to the plan.
Okay.
100%. Don't forget, we made the plan possible by taking out Iran.
I heard about that.
And speaking of Iran, I hope they're not trying to build up again, because if they are,
Here we go.
we're going to have no choice but very quickly
Blow it
to
again.
eradicate that buildup. So I hope Iran is not trying to build up, as I've been reading, that they're building up weapons.
Why do
and
they keep doing
other
this?
Things. And
You guys,
if they
what
are,
are they doing?
They're not using the sites that we obliterated, but they're using possibly different sites. We know exactly where they're going, what they're doing, and I hope they're not doing it because we don't want to waste the fuel on a B-2. It's a 37-hour trip both ways. I don't want to waste a lot of fuel. Okay?
President Trump, what was your last remarks regarding the pardon request of Prime Minister Netanyahu? Herzog office told us that you have not talked after the official request of Prime Minister Netanyahu pardon. Can you clarify
That's my
to us,
president.
did you talk
Which
about
request are you talking about?
That's my guy.
The President Herzog, the Israeli President Herzog. Did you talk
Another
to him directly?
classic.
Herzog. The Israeli
so
President
you're talking about
Oh
pardon.
my God.
Yeah.
Oh, well, you got to say that. No, I think he's going to be in great shape. He's a wartime prime minister at the highest level. He's achieved
Don't
tremendous
waste my
success. And I'll say it, if you had 8 out of 10 prime ministers in his position right now, or before right now, maybe, you wouldn't have Israel any longer. Israel would not exist. I'd say two of them would, and 8 of them wouldn't. Those are not good odds.
Huh.
You needed a very special man to to really carry through and
It's 1 out of
really
5?
help
No,
Israel through
it's
this
8 out of
horrible
10.
jam. These are major
Can't you listen, you fucking
factions,
retard?
and it started with our negotiation
Wait,
with
are you retarded?
Iran. I think it probably started with Soleimani. That was really where you mentioned that today, which started with Soleimani.
They blew him up? Yeah.
Bad guy, doing bad things, hurting a lot of people, killing American soldiers and other soldiers. But it started right there, would probably be the starting point. And then from that point forward, but you have a wartime prime minister at the highest level. There could be other wartime prime ministers, but they'd lose. He won. And I think the people of Israel appreciate it. I think a lot of the people in the world appreciate it, actually. And because of that victory, we were able to get peace in the Middle East.
Wow.
If you had a different kind of a personality, if you had a weak person or a stupid person, and there are plenty of both of them, you would not have had success, and you might not have Israel. And you report for Israel. I know you're very proud of it, and you do a great job. You might not have a job because there might not be an Israel right now if you had a different prime minister. That's a big statement, but to me it's a very simple statement to make. I'm looking at Pete Hegseth, and he's sort of nodding. If they don't have a strong prime minister, Pete, you might not have Israel today. I think he'll go down in the record books. And, I was a big help. I'll be honest with you, big help. Somebody said in the room, if you don't have Trump, you needed a proper combination of everything. And if you didn't have that combination, which they had, you would not have an existing Israel right now.
This is
and
really
the people of
something
Israel
special.
know it.
I'll tell you that.
That's why they like me, and it's why they actually like him. He's got a little bit of a love-hate more than I do over there. But you know what? Even the haters have a lot of respect for him. There's a lot of jealousy about him. A lot of jealousy.
They're jealous?
Jealousy is a bad word. But I believe you would not have Israel right now. So it's a big deal. Yeah, please.
Bro, what is
Paul
this?
showed that as many as half of Gazans would be willing to leave the Gaza Strip if afforded the opportunity to do so. Back in February, you said that all Gazans would be.
I heard that number today. Half of Gaza would leave. I've always
Where
said
are they going to go?
I said if you were given the opportunity
Where do they
to
go?
live in a better climate, they would move. They're there because
better
they
not
sort
be
of have
coming
to be.
here.
I think it would be. I think it would be a great opportunity.
wow.
But let's see if that opportunity presents itself. But we're helping the people of Gaza a lot. So is Israel.
Sitting in
by the
Germany?
way.
Okay.
So we'll see what happens. But I saw that it was a poll. It was actually more than
Somalia.
half the people would leave if they were given the opportunity.
I want them to go to
And I've
Minnesota.
been saying that for a long time. It was,
What
to
do
me,
you
it
mean?
was common sense. So it's interesting.
Why wouldn't them?
Look, let's not talk
Because of
about
what-
it because
of what happened
we
in
don't
the
want
past.
the controversy. Right now, we're helping Gaza.
Remember that?
But if they were given the opportunity, I think even higher than that, the group that did the
Yeah.
poll is usually, I
There's
call
a
them negative
situations.
pollsters. You have a lot of them. And yet this poll was, I think, very accurate, other than it would be
Learning
more than
centers?
half the
Yes.
people, if given the opportunity. But they haven't been given that opportunity. So we'll see what happens.
Point of understanding regarding Syria.
We do have an understanding regarding Syria.
There's an
Now,
understanding.
with Syria, you know, your new president, I respect him. He's a very strong guy, and that's what you need in Syria. You can't put
He's a strong
choir
guy.
boy. You can't put somebody that's
A choir
perfect
boy?
person. Everything's nice, no problems in life. You have the opposite there. He's a strong guy.
The guy used to be a leader of
You
ISIS.
get along with him great.
Had like photos of him holding like people's
I
heads.
can't ask for any more. He's been with us all the way.
Yeah,
We had
great
that
guy. Great guy.
mishap with ISIS, and he was with us all the way. He was fighting us. You know, he was fighting them. So I hope Israel. I'm sure that Israel and him will
The
get along.
mishap
I will
with ISIS?
try and make it so that they do get along. I think they will. Bibi, do you have anything to say about that?
Yeah, well,
It is
our
what it
interest
is.
to have a peaceful border with Syria. Our interest is to have, and we openly say it, we want to make sure that the border area right next to our border is safe. We don't have terrorists. We don't have attacks.
Yeah, terrorists
And we
are
also
bad.
want to secure our Druze friends. And by the way, I think
Who's Al Qaeda?
not only
Oh.
the Druze, but other minorities, especially the Christians, should be protected as well in Syria and throughout the Middle East and in Nigeria. In your efforts, we back
Nigeria,
completely
yeah.
because Christian communities are beleaguered around the world, and especially in the Middle East, but in parts of Africa too. And we stand for the same thing.
And don't forget, it was President Erdogan that helped very much get rid of a very bad
Mr. Turkey
ruler of Syria. That was President Erdogan.
This is Assad.
And he never wanted the credit for it, but he really gets a lot of credit. Bibi agrees with that. I agree with. I mean, I know it. And President Erdogan should get a lot of good credit for what he did. He got rid of some very bad people, and you know they've been wanting to do that for 1,000
hates that
years
guy?
with
That's-
different names, but for 1,000 years in Syria, President Erdogan did it, and we give him a lot of credit. I give him a lot of credit. But I think it's going to work out well between Syria and Israel.
Mr. President, about Lebanon.
Yeah, go ahead, please.
The Lebanese government, what we saw, is not meeting the terms of the ceasefire agreement. Has failed to
another
disarm
ceasefire
Hezbollah,
fuck up.
actually.
What a surprise.
In your view, should Israel strike the terrorist organization again?
Well, we're going to see about that.
We're
We'll
going to see
about it.
That's a yes.
The Lebanese government is at a little bit of a disadvantage, if you think of it, with Hezbollah. But Hezbollah has been behaving badly, so we'll see what happens.
We'll see what happens.
Closer to another operation of Israel in Iran. You said before the meeting with Netanyahu that you're in support of Israel.
We're gonna
if
bomb
the
Iran
ballistic
again?
missile project will take on, and also the nuclear weapon. But after the meeting, after what you know from the intelligence, how close are we to another war with Iran?
Well, I don't want to say that, but Iran may be behaving badly. It hasn't been confirmed, but if it's confirmed, look, they know the consequences. You know, consequences
will never
will
be
be
the
very
same.
powerful. Maybe more powerful than the last time. Yeah. And Iran should have made a deal the last time. I gave them the option. I said, you can make a deal. Do it. I told them, do it. And they didn't believe me. Now they believe me.
It's going to be worse than
this
the
is
last
just what
time?
we hear. But usually,
Oh, my God.
where there's smoke, there's fire. Have you heard the expression?
But what do you mean related to the nuclear
Well,
capability?
no, I'm hearing that they're not nuclear yet, but
They're
maybe
fucking
nuclear
around.
too. The sites were obliterated, but they're looking at other sites. That's what I've heard. They're
And you have
looking,
intelligence
so it'll
about it?
take a long time. They're not going to go back to where they were, but they have other places they can go.
Uh-huh.
And if they're doing that, they're making a big mistake. Yeah, please. There's no reason for them to do it.
Mr. President, is the United States currently open to engaging in bilateral discussions with Tehran? We're hearing reports from numerous countries that there may be some discussions. Is that something you would support? Or
Yeah,
of course.
I would. Sure.
I hope so,
I would,
yeah.
Yes.
Right now. Thank you, sir.
I have been, by the way, before the war, I would support that. I said to him, baby, I said, let's negotiate. And they didn't believe what was going to happen would happen. Yes, ma'am.
Exercises basically
China.
encircling Taiwan. Can you explain to us what your knowledge is of that?
Taiwan. I heard from a toy that that's actually part of Chinese
Well, I have a
territory,
great
right?
relationship with President Xi, and he hasn't told me anything about it. I certainly
heard
have seen it, but he hasn't told me anything about it. And
Yes.
I don't
I heard that
believe
too,
he's
yeah.
going to be doing it.
From Olabubu. Olabubu told me that.
No, nothing worries me. Nothing.
So if
Yeah.
you're if you're doing naval exercises,
She's trying to
and
debate
air
with him?
exercises-
I've been doing naval
Shut up,
exercises
bitch.
for
Shut the fuck up.
20 years in that area. Now people take it a little bit differently, but in fact, larger than
Shut
they're
up. Yeah,
doing
shut up,
right now.
Karen.
So we'll see. But
Get outta here.
they've been doing that for 20, 25 years. Yeah.
Mr. President, if you don't see Hamas disarm in that short amount of time that you're giving them,
Hamas
can you tell us
doesn't
what the
disarm?
next steps would
It'll
be?
It'll be, what's it going to happen?
Horrible for them. Horrible. It's going to be really, really bad for them. And I don't want that to happen. But they made an agreement that they were going to disarm. And you couldn't blame Israel. By the way, we have other
Really
countries that will
bad.
come in and do it.
How
They
you
said,
doing?
let us do it for you if they don't. Countries that were with them wanted the deal to be made, agreed that they would disarm, and now if they say they're going to disarm, that's fine. If they say they're not going to disarm, those same countries will go and wipe them out. They don't even need Israel. You know, we have many countries, 59 countries that are in agreement. This is a real peace in the Middle East.
Oh.
And Hamas is a small part of it, but it's still a part of it. But we have 59 countries that signed on, big countries, countries that are outside of the Middle East, as you know the Middle East.
Yeah.
They want to go in and wipe out Hamas. They don't want Israel. They don't need
terrorists.
Israel.
Yeah.
They want to do it because it's the right thing to do. Because
Bunch
they
of
were
fucking
for the deal
terrorists,
based
yeah.
on the fact that Hamas pledged, they swore
They
that they were going
said.
to disarm. Now, if they're not going to disarm, those same countries will wipe out Hamas.
You're going to blow their ass up.
Yeah, it should be involved the day after in Gaza Strip, even in the near future. And the same question to Prime Minister.
Hello, fellow engineers, and welcome back to Nautical Survival, where if you've checked
I'm heading off. Have a good night. Later. Alright, everybody, thank you for hanging out. I'm going to bed. I got to play quite a bit today. We'll be playing a little bit tomorrow, but I got stuff to do in the city. So, yeah. Let me head out. See you on the next one. Bye. Remember, hit that like and sub for me, button. If you're watching the pod, do that too. Why not? Everyone hit that like, hit that sub, hit that follow. Have a good night. I'm tired.